Marsh in right, Reynolds the DH. Somm behind the plate, McDonald in left, and Hott in center field. For the Tigers, they come into the ball game 31-5, 9-3, and in first place in the ACC. Dominic Listi will lead it off. He'll start in left field. Batting second, Cam Canarella. He'll start in center. Batting third, starting at second, Jaron Purify. Batting cleanup will be the designated hitter, Colin Priest. Batting fifth, starting at first base, Luke Gaffney. Batting sixth will be the catcher, Jacob Jarrell. Batting seventh, starting in right field, T.P. Wentworth. Batting eighth, starting at third, Josh Pano. And batting ninth will be the shortstop, Andrew Chufo. So once again, for the Tigers, it's Listi in left, Canarella in center, Purify at second base. Priest, the designated hitter, Gaffney at first, Jarrell behind the plate. Wentworth in right, Pano at third, and Chufo at shortstop. Pitching matchup in this evening's ball game. It'll be the battle of two sophomore right-handers. For Stanford, they'll send Joey Volchko to the mound. Sophomore right-hander comes in 2-1 with a 7.49 ERA. He is 6'4", 218 from Visalia, California. And for the Tigers, they'll send sophomore right-hander Aiden Canuck to the mound. He's 5-0 with a 4.30 ERA. He's 6', 205 from Fort Myers, Florida. Umpires for tonight's game: Brian Miller will be behind the plate, Brandon Henson at first, Ryan Clark out at second, and Steve Saunders will be at third base.
Thank you very much, Bob. All right, so our game here tonight is one of 8 that are going on in the league. We already have one that's complete. Notre Dame played earlier this afternoon up in Brighton, Mass against the Eagles of Boston College. Fighting Irish won it by a score of 2-0, so that'll please our man Tim Beret. Tim, by the way, is at Augusta today, tomorrow, and Sunday, by the way.
Yeah. He said that.
He's hobnobbing. He's hobnobbing down there.
Yeah.
Cal and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech ranked 18th in the country. Will play 6 o'clock start down in Atlanta this evening. Also a 6 o'clock start. Number 14 Louisville is in Raleigh to take on the Wolfpack of NC State. 6 o'clock in Chapel Hill. The 16th ranked Tar Heels play host to the Demon Deacs of Wake Forest. 6 o'clock in Charlottesville, Virginia. Virginia plays host to Pitt at 7 o'clock. So they're going to play a doubleheader actually in Brighton, Mass. Notre Dame and Boston College will get the second game in their series done there. And then also at 7 o'clock in Coral Gables, Miami will play host to the Duke Blue Devils. So that is what else is happening inside the ACC. Hey, discover premium home comfort through Carrier Indoor Comfort Solutions. Find your local experts by visiting CarrierToolsClemson.com today. Carrier, an official partner of Clemson Athletics. Stations, before we go any further, 10 seconds for identification on the Clemson Athletic Network. All right, let's take a break here, and then we will come back and set the stage for how we're going to get you to 6:30 in the first pitch in this one as we are sitting here in a lightning delay. We'll come back, do that. Countdown to first pitch brought to you by Blue Choice Health Plan of South Carolina here on the Clemson Athletic Network.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Test drive a new Hyundai today at your local Hyundai dealer, where every Hyundai comes standard with America's Best Warranty, plus 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. Visit buyhyundai.com to find the dealer nearest you. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
It's more fun to be there for live college baseball. And when you need Clemson tickets, Ticketmaster's got you covered. As the official marketplace of the Clemson Tigers, Ticketmaster gives you more ways to find your perfect seat with a wide selection of college baseball tickets available for every game. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. Plus, mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. So all you have to worry about is making sure your favorite jersey is washed and ready. Find tickets today at Ticketmaster.com.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
It's bow time. Ordering Bojangles Bow Bites is the easiest choice you'll make today. The bite-sized hand-breaded chicken is fried to crispy perfection, making it perfect for sharing, snacking, or when you're on the go. Just don't call it a nugget. The only hard part is choosing from our 6 dipping sauces. We've got a sauce for every kind of craving, from our creamy house-made ranch to our sweet and spicy peach honey pepper sauce. It all depends on what kind of mood you're in. Head to your nearest Bojangles today and discover the dippable, shareable, and craveable Bow Bites. It's bow time.
It's time for First Pitch for Clemson Tigers baseball. Brought to you by Prisma Health, official team physicians of the Clemson Tigers. United Bank, local team. Proud to be united with the Tigers. Member FDIC. Coke Zero Sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and irresistibly tasty. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Founders Federal Credit Union. Relax with Founders Federal Credit Union. And IPTE, supporting the success of Clemson student athletes since 1934. Now, let's go live to the booth for first pitch of today's game.
Well, we're going to have to wait a little bit for first pitch of today's game. It's going to come to you here in about 30 minutes. So what we're going to do is we going to fill a little bit of time. We're going to take it back to February the 28th of this year. First game of the 3-game set between Clemson and South Carolina was played here in Doug Kingsmore Stadium. William Quackenbush, my man Bob Mahoney, were on the call that night of what would turn out to be a 5-3 win for Clemson. So we're going to play that until we actually get you ready for the first pitch around 6:30. So settle back, relax, hang on. We'll be back with you around 6:30 for first pitch here between Clemson and Stanford. Until then, here's Clemson and South Carolina from the 28th of February.
William Quackenbush, Bob Mahoney here at Doug Kingsmore Stadium, where Aiden Canuck is going through his warm-up tosses.
Aiden Canuck, the sophomore right-hander. He is making his third start of the season. He's 1-0, a 6.0 ERA. He's pitched 9 innings, given up 8 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, 15 strikeouts, 5 extra base hits. Team's batting only .235 off the sophomore right-hander. And the Tigers will set up defensively around the infield from third to first. Payno down at third, Chufo at short, Purify at second, Gaffney at first from left to right in the outfield, Listy, Canarella, and McClatty with Jacob Jarrell behind the plate. It'll be 1, 2, 3 in the order for the Gamecocks. Hall, Woida, and Petrie.
First pitch temperature, I mean, this is a gorgeous day now. The Bob Mahoney 10-degree drop on Sunset has happened. It's 64 degrees, clear skies, not a lot of breeze, winds out of the southwest at 7 miles an hour, so the wind's going to be blowing in for most of the game today. And by the time we get done, it'll be in the mid-50s. A gorgeous night for baseball here on the final day of February.
Yeah, it really is. And the breeze is blowing pretty good, actually, in from center field. Dead in towards home plate.
You can hear the boos for the leadoff man. That is Nathan Hall, the former Tiger.
He's going to be looking for a strike on the first pitch, I guarantee.
Yes, he is. Aiden Canuck gives it to him on the outer half for strike one. I think this is the biggest at-bat of the game, Bob, because of what this particular batter getting him out would mean for this crowd.
Yep.
The 0-1 pitch from Canuck is down and away with a fastball, 1-1. By the way, 7:02 first pitch time, as if there were ever an alternative. The 1 and the 1-1 from Canuck. Breaking ball just below the knees. It's 2-1 now to Nathan Hall, the leadoff man.
Yeah, he thought he could get him to chase that pitch. It started up in the strike zone, but dropped down.
2 balls and a strike. Fouled straight back, and it's 2-2. How many times has Nathan Hall gotten to a 2-strike count against Aiden Canuck? He knows what he's going to see.
Absolutely. And that's why he might fool him here, too.
2-2. Ground ball left side. Payno, 2 hopper. Fields throws. 1 gone.
Nice slow roller to third. Just what you want right off the handle, jammed him.
Nathan Hall gets a standing ovation on his way back to the dugout. One gone in the top of the first. This is Jace Woita, designated hitter today. Junior college transfer from Lincoln, Nebraska, and he takes ball one to start his at-bat. Coming in hitting .444 with 3 home runs and 8 driven in, and pitch number 2 is a strike called. Bottom of the zone, 1-1 to Woita.
Yeah, he leads the Gamecocks in home runs with 3.
1-1 pitch, and that was a changeup that fooled him. He just got a piece right on top of it, and the count is 1-2 with the bases clear and 1 out here in the top of the first.
Yeah, and that got Jacob Jarrell as well. Kind of chased a high changeup, and it came right down in on Jacob.
Woita, physical specimen. The pitch, breaking ball, strike 3 called. In the back door, a Hyundai strikeout for Canuck. 2 down in the top of the first.
Yeah, really good pitch from Canuck, and that's one pitch he's really worked on it. That ball didn't break that much, really, but it did break right on the outside. That's nothing but a strike. Wow.
I think that was that cutter slider he's been putting in, that second breaking ball. Here is Ethan Petrie, and Canuck hit him, and Petrie's giving him a look, and I don't think Canuck liked the look that he gave him.
I don't think he really cares.
Petrie is going to literally walk all the way down to first base.
It's kind of like the Greg Maddox school of pitching. Don't let the big guys hurt you. If you can pitch around him, pitch around him.
Here's Kennedy Jones. Runner leads at first base with 2 away. The pitch is a breaking ball just upstairs. 1-0 the count.
Yeah, Petrie doesn't have much of a lead at first anyway. Maybe 2 steps. That's all he's got. Has not attempted a stolen base this year.
Pitch is a changeup strike on the inside corner.
Now that's the pitch that's got a lot of movement right in on the right-handed hitter.
Canuck straightens and checks the runner. The 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Change up, just low, 2-1. These are missing, but not by much. I think there was a fan ejected in left field. I was trying to figure out. There's a standing ovation going on there for no reason. Pretty sure he's wearing garnet. The 2-1, breaking ball, a little bit upstairs. It's 3-1 to Jones, with Petrie at first and 2 away in the top of the first inning. Packed to the gills in here at Doug Kingsmore Stadium on a clear Friday night. The 3-1 in the dirt, ball 4.
He tried to come with another change up there and skipped it up there.
So back-to-back freebies, hit by pitch and a walk brings old friend Nolan Naraki to the plate, and the fans certainly familiar with his game. 350 hitter, a home run, 6 RBIs. As the runners lead at first and second with 2 away. Canuck checks Petrie at second. The pitch to Naraki is, boy, that looked like it was down the pipe, and it's called a ball. 1-0. Where was that?
Where that was.
Naraki watched it all the way. Here's a 1-0. Change up. He went around, says Greg Street. 1-1.
Yeah, that's the go-to pitch right there. He'll go to that no matter what the count is. He was behind in the count there and still came with the off-speed pitch.
1-1 strike, runners lead. The pitch from Canuck outside with a fastball at 94. 2-1. Already 18 pitches for Aiden Canuck here in the first inning.
Yeah, you don't want to make it a habit to get behind in the count to these guys, for sure.
We know Naraki can hit with 2 outs. He swings right through a changeup, and it's 2-2 with 2 away.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He'll go to that pitch no matter what.
Runners leading at first and second, and the crowd rises all over the ballpark.
And he will throw it back-to-back, too.
And he did, and he did it. Hey, Kennedy Jones is all caught off first, and Petrie's caught off second. I think they thought it was ball 4. or maybe they thought it was a strikeout. Either way, that was a mess, and nothing happened.
And I still think he went through almost.
That was close.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know how they didn't pick anybody off there because they were both way off their bases, but everybody holds. And now the 3-2 from Canuck. Swing and a miss. A Hyundai strikeout, and Aiden Canuck with words for Nolan Naraki, and they're getting close to each other, and now they're separated by Greg Street, and Naraki is going to hear a chorus as he heads to the third base dugout. A Hyundai strikeout that none of us will forget for quite some time to end the top of the first. 2 stranded, no hits, and the Tigers are coming to bat scoreless in the bottom of the first here on the Clemson Athletic Network.
It's not just baseball season, Tiger fans. It's tailgate season. So stock yours with plenty of fresh, locally grown, certified SC foods and drinks. Not only will you help support our state's farmers, enjoying farm-to-table can be on any table, like folding tables, in your lap tables, truck tailgate tables, buffet tables, or whatever table. So choose fresh, choose local, choose Certified SC. It's a matter of taste. Learn more at CertifiedSC.com.
It's bow time. Ordering Bojangles Bow Bites is the easiest choice you'll make today. The bite-sized hand-breaded chicken is fried to crispy perfection, making it perfect for sharing, snacking, or when you're on the go. Just don't call it a nugget. The only hard part is choosing from our 6 dipping sauces. We've got a sauce for every kind of craving, from our creamy house-made ranch to our sweet and spicy peach honey pepper sauce. It all depends on what kind of mood you're in. Head to your nearest Bojangles to discover the dippable, shareable, and craveable Bow Bites. It's bow time.
Tigers strand a pair of Gamecock runners with 2 outs and head to the bottom of the first, where Matthew Becker, the left-hander, will go through his warm-up tosses.
Becker also making his 3rd start of the season, 2-0, a 1.59 ERA. He's pitched 11 1/3 innings. He's given up 4 hits, 2 earned runs. He has not walked a batter, and he has 17 strikeouts in those 11 1/3 innings. Given up 2 extra base hits, a double, and a home run. Team's batting only 105 off the senior left-hander Matthew Becker. And the Gamecocks will set up defensively around the infield from 3rd to 1st. Scobie is at 3rd. Kazmar out at 2nd. Kazmar at short. Naraki at 2nd. And Petrie down at first base. From left to right in the outfield, Jones, Hall, and Jackson with Lee Croy behind the plate.
Tigers against Becker the last 2 years out of the bullpen. 3 innings, 6 earned runs on 6 hits. Noteworthy. Dominic Listy to lead things off against the lefty Becker, the very extreme third base side of the rubber, and he will whine and deal a painted strike at 88. 0-1 the count to Listy, who has been on some kind of tear to start his Clemson career. 462, 13 RBIs, 8 walks, 4 hit by pitches, 1 strikeout. The pitch to him, big swing and a miss. That fastball, I know it says 88, but it's got some giddy up on it.
Yes, it does. It does. He elevated it, too. Swung right under that pitch.
0-2 the count. They pull shift him just a hair. Pitch is way upstairs to Listy. 1-2 the count. Don't recall a ton of 2-strike counts. Listy normally is able to get ahead or do early work.
Yep.
Becker's ready. He pauses at the belt and out of the plate. And Listy takes strike 3 on the outside corner, and he's asking Greg Street where it was. Pretty good off-speed pitch there for Becker. That's his 18th strikeout, just the second punch out of Listy all year.
Yeah, it looked like a good pitch to me. I was going to say, what are the chances of Listy gets hit before this game's over? But I tell you, Becker worked him really well. Worked on the outside part of the plate and then kind of elevated that last pitch and got it by him.
Now here's McClatty playing right field today. Big cut and a miss on a fastball down the middle. Counts 0-1. You know, Eric Bakich told us his fastball's got induced vertical break. You got to see the fastball down and the curveball up is what he said. McClatty hits one in the air back into left field. Jones is back on the terrace at the wall. He makes the catch for out number 2. A loud out for McClatty on a fastball.
Yeah, and he went with the pitch, too. That was the pitch Listy has seen up and away. And he barreled up on it and just missed getting it out of here.
Bases empty, 2 away. Here's Cam Canarella. Well, he had a nice game against Winthrop. Maybe that gets him going a bit. First pitch to him is just a hair outside with a fastball. 1-0 the count to Cam with the bases empty and 2 outs. No score, bottom of 1.
Yeah, it's a pretty good take right there after what he's seen the first 2 left-handed hitters to take that pitch.
Becker winds and delivers, and Cam pushes a bunt. That is perfect and a base hit. Oh, they shifted him, and he pushed it, and he's firing up the crowd.
That's a baseball player right there. That's just a baseball play. That's instinct. That's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. He got his pitch. It was a little bit up. It was on the outside part of the plate. Just pushed it right down that third base line.
Canarella 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBI. First time he had multiple runs batted in a game in the 20-run outburst. Cam Canarella is having a bit of a hard time with that sliding mitt, I believe. It is taking him a minute. I don't know exactly what's happening over there, but it gives us a chance to remind you that today's game and all matchups between the Tigers and Gamecocks are part of the Palmetto Series presented by the South Carolina Education Lottery. For more information on the Palmetto Series, visit ClemsonTigers.com. Here is Josh Payno. Canarella at first with 2 outs, so the Gamecocks mounted a 2-out rally. The Tigers looking to start 1. The pitch. In off the plate with a cutter. 1-0.
Good take there by Payno for sure. Ball was down. Going to be aggressive early in the count on pitches you can drive.
He's driven in 11. The pitch popped him up foul right side. That's going to get out of play. Counts 1-1. Let's see who makes a play. Oh, right in front of the former players. If it's 5 feet further, we get true professionals doing it.
That's right.
Instead, you got students trying to catch it. That was tough.
Yeah, that was tough.
Payno, by the way, 370 hitter, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts. OPS over 1,000, and I thought that Eric Bakich just found a glove in the transfer portal. The 1-1. Outside for ball 2. LeCroy tried to bring it back to no avail.
Yeah, sometimes you can be over-aggressive as a catcher to bring a ball back in. It's too obvious.
2 balls and a strike. Payno in a hitter's count. The pitch way inside, just about hit him. And it is 3-1 now to Josh Payno with Colin Priest on deck.
Yeah, this is the first right-handed hitter he's faced, too, and he's got another lefty on deck.
Payno has been very aggressive. We talked about that. Pitch upstairs, ball 4. Canarella's bunt single and Payno's walk have set the table now for Colin Priest and his first at-bat in a South Carolina game.
Yeah, this is where you've got to, you're a young player or young to this kind of series, and you got to control your emotions when you get up there. You got to get in your game very quickly.
Priest
not swing at bad pitches here.
Hitting .368. We saw the power the other night. The pitch to him. Flutters in for a strike. Boy, throw that one again.
Yeah, that was your breaking ball there. It was right over the top of the breaking ball, broke right down into the strike zone, and it was up.
Pretty good 12-6 action on that pitch.
Yeah, it really was. Yep.
Runners lead first and second. The pitch is a fastball down. 1-1 the count to Priest.
Yeah, the motion just seemed to indicate that he really wanted to kind of sneak that fastball by him, kind of sped up his delivery there and held on a little bit too long, bounced it up there.
Check of the runners from Becker, the 1-1. Another breaking ball. It missed up and away. 2-1 now.
Yeah, now you can start looking for a pitch in this zone that you could, as Eric would say, smash.
2 balls, 1 strike. Tigers looking to strike first in the bottom of the first. The pitch. Big cut and a miss. 2-2 the count. Priest so far this year, 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position. That's a big swing and a miss.
Yeah, that was right down the middle, too. Right in the bottom of the zone.
Here's the 2-2. Ripped down the right field line. Fair toward the corner. Priest rounding first, heading to second. Cam's going to score. Payno's getting the wave. The relay throw will not come in. A 2-run double for Colin Priest. And it's 2-0 Tigers in the first.
A 2-out 2-run double, too. That was huge. He got that fastball. He tried to sneak it by him, but this time he came in with it, which he hasn't done to the left-handed hitters yet. He got that on the inner half of the plate, and he was able to really drive that ball down the right field line.
We told you how Becker has been tattooed by Clemson pitching out of the bullpen. He has given up 8 earned runs to Clemson in 3 2/3 innings in the last 3 seasons. And this inning continues with Jacob Jarrell after the 2-run double by Priest. First pitch to Jarrell is high and tight for ball 1.
It's a good job by Payno, too. And, of course, you get a jump when there's 2 outs. You don't have to wait for anything. As soon as the ball comes off the bat, Payno able to score from first base.
Becker checks that runner. The 1-0 pitch is popped up. Left field's going to carry a bit, but Jones still coming in, and he will make the catch out there to retire the side. But the Tigers, just like the Gamecocks, set the table. Unlike the Gamecocks, they clear it. A 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run double by Colin Priest. And the Tigers take a 2-0 lead into the second here on the Clemson Athletic Network.
As the inventor and leader in modern indoor comfort across Tiger Nation, Carrier strives to help Tiger fans discover premium home comfort. At Carrier, we are focused on our customer needs, and we offer a proven track record of success, just like your Clemson Tigers. Carrier indoor comfort solutions are designed, built, and supported by a network of industry experts across the state of South Carolina. To find your local expert, visit CarrierCoolsClemson.com. Carrier, an official partner and supporter of Clemson Athletics. Terminix Service not only leads in termite and pest control in South Carolina and North Carolina, but is also a major supporter of Clemson University. Terminix Service created a $1 million endowment for Clemson's entomology program to enhance safer, more effective pest control solutions for your home and business. Locally owned in South Carolina for 75 years, Terminix Service's commitment to your home and the Clemson Tigers is why they are the most trusted name for your termite and pest control needs. Call 1-800-TERMINEX or go to trustterminix.com today.
Ripped down the right field line, fair toward the corner. Priest rounding first, heading to second. Cam's going to score. Payno's getting the wave. The relay throw will not come in. A 2-run double for Colin Priest. And it's 2-0 Tigers in the first.
A 2-out 2-run double, too.
2-run lead for Aiden Canuck as he prepares to face 6, 7, and 8 in the South Carolina batting order here in the top half of the second inning. Before we get there, reminder that Prisma Health is proud to be the official team physicians for the Clemson Tigers. To learn more, visit prismahealth.org/Tigers. Talmadge LeCroy stands in. Gamecocks, a hit batter and a walk, but both stranded back in the first inning. They find themselves down a couple of runs. The big hit, they could not get it, and the first pitch from Canuck misses for a ball, 1-0. LeCroy, the veteran catcher from the upstate, went to BHP. It misses away, ball 2. Aiden falling behind a bit right now.
Yeah, we've seen more of that from Canuck this year than we did all last year.
There's a line drive to left field. Listy coming on, can't get it. It skips by him. Canarella picks it up and will get it in. And I tell you what, we've heard some things about Cam's arm. He got it in pretty quick there from left center field to hold LeCroy to a single.
Yeah, it's a good effort out there by Listy, and it went off his glove. Fortunately, he did hit it. And Cam does a great job of backing him up, picking up that ball and releasing it quickly to keep him from going to second base.
Boy, he just did get a piece. That almost jumped over into the wall.
Yeah.
That was close. Here's Henry Kazmar, First pitch to him is a high strike, 0-1. The shortstop for the Gamecocks. 5'10", 185, transfer from Ohio State. Hitting 172 so far this year. Good glove. Pitch. Up and away. 1-1 to count to Kazmar. Bottom third of the order with a leadoff man, Lee Croy, at first base here in the top of the second. Tigers with a 2-0 lead over South Carolina here at home. Holds that bat low. The pitch. Breaking ball. Stayed up and outside. And again, Canuck finds himself behind. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about in the first inning. You're just not going to be able to consistently get away with this.
The 2-1 change up, came back to it. 2-2.
Yeah, good movement on it, and again, that's the go-to pitch. He's done that several times already tonight, being 2-1 and coming back and getting the strike to get back in the count.
See if he throws it again. Lee Croy, not a big lead at first base. A 2-2. Fastball rusted by him. A swing and a miss. And a Hyundai strikeout of Kazmar, the third of the game for Aiden Canuck. And there's 1 gone in the second.
A good job, good location. He kind of elevated it on the outside part of the plate. It was tailing away from him. Couldn't catch up with it.
Now a freshman, KJ Scobie. Good-looking young player, 6'2", 190, hitting .269 with a homer and 5 driven in so far. Canuck throws over to first. Lee Croy goes back standing up. Just 3 lefties in the lineup to face Canuck, which is interesting. Kazmar the second, Blake Jackson on deck as the third. The pitch, big cut and a miss. 0-1 to count to Scobie.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was looking for a changeup there. He was way behind that 91-mile-an-hour fastball. And if you can get a batter guessing at the plate, you've got the upper hand.
Pitch, swing and a miss. I'd throw another one.
Yep. Not get greedy, though. Let's leave it off the plate a little bit or up and in or something, please.
The dreaded 0-2 pitch from Canuck with a man at first and 1 out. Canuck deals. Swing and a miss. He threw it off the plate away and got the whiff anyway. That is Hyundai strikeout number 4 for Aiden Canuck, and a second out recorded in the second.
I don't think he expected to see 3 fastballs there, and that ball was just barely off the plate, but he had to protect the plate and chased it.
Lee Croy, leadoff single. First hit of the day off Canuck, leads at first. The pitch is right in there to Blake Jackson, 0-1.
And that's a belt-high fastball.
Jackson, second year at South Carolina, came over from Charlotte. He had a couple of nice games as a 49er against Clemson. There's an outside corner strike, and Jackson's down 0-2.
I might back it up here with another fastball. You don't want to speed up his bat by throwing something off speed.
Here's the 0-2, just missed, and they were walking to the dugout.
It's a good breaking ball, right over the top with it.
Oh. Change up, right there. Runner leads, the 1-2 from Canuck. Fastball, tailed up and away. 2-2. Jackson just 1 for 10 against Clemson. Couple of walks. 2-2 pitch. Fouled left side. That'll be a souvenir on the near side of the berm.
Yeah, he was finally able to catch up with that fastball just barely. Came right at him, though. A little bit of an open stance in the back of the box. Left-handed hitter.
2-2 one more time. Swing and a foul tip. He just held the bat head back enough to barely get a piece to stay around.
And that was the changeup. Tailing away from the left-handed hitter. Good location with it. He was barely able to get a piece of it.
We do not have TrackMan tonight, but man, there was some horizontal break on that. It broke a foot.
Yeah, it dropped off the table for sure.
2-2 pitch. Canuck, a long look to the plate. Up high, 3-2. This will be the 8th pitch of the exchange with a 9-man Jackson. Nathan Hall, who grounded out to start the game, on deck. One of only 2 players to put one in play so far against Canuck. See if he can sit Jackson down here. 3-2. Slow tapper right back to him. Soft toss to first, and the inning is over. The leadoff single stays right there at first base. And through 1.5, it's Clemson 2, South Carolina nothing here on the Clemson Athletic Network. Welcome back into Doug King Sports Stadium. Tigers batting for the second time today. They got a 2 spot in the bottom of the first. Want to say a special hello to Clemson men's basketball. They're on the bus headed to the hotel. I was told that Ben Milstead let me know pretty much everybody on the bus either watching or listening. I don't say hello to the people watching, but everybody listening, hello to you. And we will tell you that men's basketball is back at Little John a week from tomorrow, Saturday, March 8th, as they host Virginia Tech at 6 p.m. Visit ClemsonTigers.com to check ticket availability for this game. A big one tomorrow at Virginia.
No question about it, and I think Virginia's playing a lot better here lately for sure.
They won 4 of their last 6. Luke Gaffney, first time he's faced Becker. Here's the pitch.
Well, welcome back into Clemson's Doug Kingsmore Stadium. Don Munson, Bob Mahoney. Little lightning delay has pushed us back to what we thought was going to be a 6:30 first pitch. Always it's a suggested time, his first pitch anyhow. But our Tigers have just taken the field. And Aiden Canuck, Bob, about ready to go through his warm-up tosses.
Yeah, Aiden Canuck wears number 19, 6 foot 205. The sophomore right-hander from Fort Myers, Florida, comes into this ballgame making his 9th start of the season. He is 5-0, 4.30 ERA. He's pitched 44 innings for the Tigers, which leads the staff. He's given up 31 hits, 21 earned runs, 13 walks, 61 strikeouts. He's given up 11 extra base hits, 6 doubles, 5 home runs, but teams batting only 196 off the sophomore right-hander, Aiden Canuck. And the Tigers are set up defensively around the infield from third to first. Pano at third, Schufo at short, Purify at second, Gaffney over at first. From left to right in the outfield, Listy will be in left, Canarella in center, and Wentworth over in right field, getting his first start of the season. Jacob Jarrell behind the plate for the Tigers.
Thank you very much, Bob. Prisma Health, proud to be the official team physicians for the Clemson Tigers. To learn more, visit prismahealth.org/Tigers. Clemson purple caps here tonight, orange jerseys, purple numerals and lettering trimmed down in white, the white pant with a purple and orange stripe down the side. Stanford will show up black caps, black jersey tops, cardinal colored numerals and lettering, and a gray pant with a cardinal and white stripe that is down the side.
That's pretty detailed. You did a good job there. And Canuck making his 5th start in the ACC. He has a 3-0 record at 3.55 ERA in his ACC starts.
So it'll be Haskins, Bashira, and Sasaki due up for Stanford here in the top of the first. Trevor Haskins, third baseman, .333 in the year with 9 home runs, which is best in the club, 29 RBIs. Right-handed hitter. Canuck stares in. And already the pitch comm is not working. We had all this time to get the pitch comm ready to go, and it's not working. He's just out there waiting for the first pitch. Canuck winds and delivers, and the ball is popped back foul out of play. We are underway at 6:33. Partly cloudy skies and 65 degrees as we get underway. 0-1 the count to Haskins. 0-1 pitch. Misses inside, a ball and a strike.
Supposed to make it down in the high 40s before the night's over.
Yeah. Purify playing almost straight up the middle of the second baseman here for the right-handed hitter. Pitch misses low and in. Change up, 2-1.
Yep, change up, tailing in on the right-handed hitter, in off the plate.
2-1 from Canuck. Here it is, and it's chopped back foul. 2-2.
He ran that fastball right in on him, down at the knees. Just did get a piece of it.
Now Purify will actually move over third base side of second up the middle. The outfield straight away. The 2-2, and that's in the air, popped up shallow left. Listy coming in, and he'll call off the shortstop. Chufo going out. Listy, the left fielder, will make the grab and one away.
Outstanding communication out there. It looked like Chufo was calling him off until Listy knew he could get to it and then called him off. The outfielder's got the priority in that situation.
Working hard, fighting off some good pitches.
Bashera, the shortstop, 371, no home runs, 20 RBIs for the right-handed
will take his time before digging in. Canuck likes to work fast. As second Bashera steps in, Canuck fires the first pitch, a changeup in the zone, strike one. Overshift on the infield by the Tigers. Surprised. I'm always surprised when teams play Becerra this way. With his bat control, he can send a ground ball wherever he feels. The 0-1 is hit up the middle and straight to the second baseman. That's why they're in the shift. Throws in the dirt, but dug out by the first baseman. As Jaron Purify, normally a very sure-handed second baseman, not making his strongest of throws. But Luke Gaffney there to recover for the second out. Rentaro Sasaki, the hefty first baseman. To avoid the third out of the top of the first. Canuck ready on the mound. Sasaki now stands ready in the box. The first pitch of the plate appearance. Taken outside, but called strike one. Wind still blowing hard out to right field for the powerful lefty, Rentaro Sasaki. Now the 0-1 from Canuck. Big swing, and he didn't catch up to it. A slider inner half. Clemson moves even deeper into an overshift with 2 strikes against Sasaki. Canuck ready, gets the sign as he deals the put-away pitch, and it's not there. Misses down and in. Jacob Gerald catching Aiden Canuck today to backstop for him, as now the 1-2 bounces. Probably a changeup, but didn't even make it to the plate. Defense behind Canuck on the infield. A third, Payno. Chufo at short, Purify at second. Gaffney, the first baseman. In the outfield from left to right, Listy, Canarella, and Whitworth. The pitch is hit high and hard to right field, but well foul. Has home run distance easily down the right field line, but ahead of a pitch there. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. The top of the first. The pitch. Foul tip, nubbed off the end of the bat. A changeup. A well-placed changeup, too, on the outside corner. I think Sasaki was fooled, but still managed to stay alive. Probably more due to luck than anything else. Sasaki has struggled avoiding punch-outs this year. See if he can do so here. The next 2-2 is taken just low. The home crowd wanted that one called strike 3. But Sasaki stays alive to see a full count offering. Canuck set and fires a pitch that's fouled to the screen. A fastball, a challenge fastball too. See what he goes to here. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if he pulls out a changeup against the lefty Sasaki. Right on left matchup. The righty Canuck ready, steps and deals inside ball 4. Didn't miss by much. 2-seam fastball up and in. Yeah, I think Sasaki thought that was going to be an easier take than it ended up being located. But nonetheless, it's called ball 4 by home plate umpire Brian Miller. He's calling balls and strike. At first base, it'll be Brandon Hinson. Second base umpire Ryan Clark. And at third, Steve Sanders. That's your umpiring crew tonight. Sasaki works a long 2-out walk. As Canucks pitch count up to 16 here in the first. Jimmy Nadai now digs in. The first pitch from the slide step. A changeup at the knees, called strike one. Nadai batting .322 on the year. 8 home runs. Has long showed gap power, showing the over-the-wall power as well this year. The pitch. Check swing. Appeal to first, rings him up. Strike two. Two straight changeups to lead off the second baseman, Jimmy Nadai. I told you Ian Canuck's not scared to throw them right on right. That's his premier pitch, and he will throw it when he pleases. The 0-2 in the dirt. Sasaki goes. No throw to second. It's Rentaro Sasaki swipes the bag. Something I didn't think I'd say this year. He's now 1 for 2 on stolen bases. Stanford has really struggled on the base paths. They're now 9 for 23 in stolen base attempts. Well under 50%. Generally, you want to be around 75%. Runner in scoring position now. The 1-2 from Canuck. Swing and a miss. Nadai chases downstairs. An off-speed pitch. And that'll do it for the side, but not before Ian Canuck tallies 20 pitches and strands a runner at second base. We'll now head to the home first inning as Joey Volchko takes the mound. And Clemson will look to put up the first runs of the game as you're listening to 90.1 FM KZSU Stanford.
Best play in the game. Turn your attention to the leaderboard to see the Curtis best play of the last game. Big payoff pitch here for Presley. High drive to left. See ya. Couple rows up. That's the second of the game for Jacob Gerald. His 7th of the year, doubles the lead. And Gerald's second time this year getting 2 home runs in one game. Didn't get Georgia Tech on the flats, and then here tonight against Gardner Webb. And that's today's Sterling's best play in the game. Sterling's, the trusted experts in pest control. Tiger fans, want something sweet? Well, Cromwell has you covered. Because they're standing on the concourse behind home plate to purchase some flavors of the week.
Welcome back to the Palmetto State on this Friday evening, or Friday afternoon, still in the Bay Area. You're listening live to 90.1 FM KZSU Stanford. For the first game of a 3-game set, Stanford baseball traveling to South Carolina, taking on the nation's 3rd-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. As starting right-hander Aiden Canuck hung a 0 in the first. Now Stanford star righty Joey Volchko looks to repeat that feat. Volchko, like Canuck, has excellent strikeout stuff. Doesn't quite have the control of his counterpart. Defense behind Volchko on the infield, unchanged from what it's been all year. From left to right at third base, Trevor Haskins, shortstop Timo Becerra, at second, Jimmy Nadai, and at first, Rentaro Sasaki. The battery mate for Volchko, Charlie Som. Then the outfield from left to right, Court McDonald, then Ethan Hott. Tatum Marsh moves to right. Infield playing straight up against Dominic Listy as the lefty takes inside ball 1. Listy, one of 3 sixth-year seniors in this batting order for the Tigers, the 1-hole, 8-hole, and 9-hole, all sixth-year players. As now the 1-0 from Volchko is well outside. High as well, a slider that didn't slide. Listy is a incredible on-base getter. He is leading off innings. He's batting .582. And his on-base percentage overall is at .524. More than half the time he gets on base. The 2-0 taken outside but called strike one. It's not just that he draws walks and hits singles. He crowds the plate and has the hit by pitches to show for it. He was hit 25 times last year playing at Indiana State. As Volchko deals the 2-1, taken just outside, a tight slider with no dice from home plate umpire Brian Miller. Saw a tight strike zone top of the first. Same here in the bottom of the first. Listy's been walked 37 times already this year, looking for number 38. Only 19 punch-outs against the leadoff hitter. The 3-1, taken strike two. Walked 37 times and has been hit 16 times compared to 19 strikeouts. He just gets on base. Volchko looking to prevent that here. The full count offering is swung on, fouled back towards the crowd and out of the field of play. So we'll do it again from a full count. Really tough player to punch out. 1 point in D3, playing at North Central in Illinois. Listy had a 72-game on-base streak. As he's choked up for the full count offering. The lefty swings one, hits one to the right side. Nadai has it. Stumbling, throws over to first in time to Rentaro Sasaki for the first out. Well executed play there against the speedy left fielder to get the first out. That brings up another lefty. Star lefty, the center fielder, Cam Canarella. On cue with his walk-up song. All the Tiger faithful fans putting their hands up and down to the beat of the song as the first pitch from Volchko taken outside, ball one. Canarella came into the year as a preseason first-team All-American selection by Baseball America, D1 Baseball, National Collegiate Baseball Writers of America, and The Athletic. As the 1-0 is hit hard to right field, but right at Tatum Marsh. Does he have it? No. One hops off the top of the wall. Marsh has it quickly. The throw over to second base is a strike, but just late. Canarella smacked that ball with a ton of backspin and got over the head of Tatum Marsh. Didn't have a chance to really even read the ball before it got over his head. And Marsh has a cannon in right field and delivered a perfect throw to Timo Becerra. But Canarella has excellent speed on the base pass and nullified the throw from Marsh and pulled him to second standing. The runner in scoring position, one gone, bottom of the first. We're still scoreless from the Palmetto State. As Jaron Purify, the second baseman, is up. Pitch from Volchko, taken front door slider against the righty. Purify, sophomore from Detroit, comes in hitting 1 out of every 3. 333 average. As the 0-1 is hit to the left side now. Haskins has it. Purify fast, and he's up the line safe. The throw took Sasaki down the line, and he's tried to apply the tag, but Purify, I wouldn't say he slid, he kind of skidded under the tag of Sasaki, hit the safety bag, and tumbled into right field. And the Tigers have runners on the corners, only one gone, bottom of the first. See how this one's scored. I could see it going either way. I would probably call it still an error on Becerra. But with Purify's speed, it's a forced error, if nothing else. And it is indeed ruled an error on Becerra. So runners on the corners, one gone for Colin Priest, the sophomore lefty, transfer from Michigan. Volchko looks into Som, who gets the signs from the dugout. Finally agree on a pitch selection. Volchko set of the belt. From the slide step, throws outside, Priest takes. Runner at first starts to go, but stops. Some lightning fast speed on the base pass for the Tigers. Purify at first, Canarella at third. Purify 15 stolen bases on the year in 18 tries. That's more than the entire Stanford team. The 1-0 is tapped foul towards the Clemson home first base side dugout. The skies are starting to clear up here in Clemson. Sun slightly poking out between all the looming thunderstorms in the distance. The 1-1 is called strike 2 on the corner, a slider, lower inside corner. Really good crowd here in attendance. Lots of orange and purple. Can't say I see a single shirt in cardinal red. Tough place to travel to. Not nearby airport. Now the 1-2 is tapped foul once more as Priest stays alive. Clemson, a team that does strike out quite often. Priest has been struck out 25 times, and this is his 100th at bat. Long pause as the pitch is fouled off once more. So Priest fighting to stay alive. Lefty wearing number 99. A former Clemson player famously wore 99. Spencer Strider, now starting pitcher of the Atlanta Braves. The next 1-2 from Volchko. It's hit right to Volchko. Diving attempt from Placera doesn't have it. Gets to the outfield. Hod gets to it quickly, throws in to hold Purify to second. But on the play, Canarella comes in to score. That's the first run of the afternoon. Colin Priest driving in Cam Canarella. Free t-shirts for every Clemson run. That must be an expensive promotion with how this offense has looked this year. Crowd loves it. It's not a full house here on a Friday, but maybe half the seats here are taken. As the first pitch, Luke Gaffney is tapped foul back to the screen. Clemson is number 12 nationally in attendance. Most teams above them are in the SEC. So they're best of the rest in several departments this year in baseball. Right on right matchup. Volchko takes on Luke Gaffney. As the 0-1 is hit foul over the press box, out of play. Count moves, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out and 2 on here. Bottom of the first, Clemson just scored the game's first run. Gaffney takes his time, now settles back in the box. Volchko from the slide step, lifts his red shoe and deals. Ball's fouled once more. Beautiful ballpark here for Clemson. Looks very modern. We're just seating. There are bleachers kind of everywhere. A bunch of separate boxes of seats, especially in the outfield. Some of which are covered, some of which are out in the open in right field. As the 0-2 is taken in the dirt. And there are buildings dotting the perimeter that are facing the field of play. To the press box here where I am behind home plate. Also one down the right field foul line. And then this looks like a gym in left field as the 0-2 gets away from Som. Now he recovers. Throw down to second. Has the runner. And he is out. What a play for Charlie Som to recover. A slider in the dirt. Bounced off the base of his glove in the air. He caught it. And then threw a strike to second base to get out Colin Priest. On the play, Jared Purify moves to third. So runner 90 feet away. But now 2 gone in the bottom of the first. 2-2 count now to Luke Gaffney. Volchko looks to third and deals home. In the dirt again, and this will score Purify. Not a chance for Charlie Somm to block that baseball. Consecutive 4 misses for Joey Volchko. This one, had it been against a lefty, would have gone well behind the batter. A slider just must have slipped out of his hand. Full count offering with no one on to Luke Gaffney is foul tipped towards the Stanford dugout. It's been a long first inning. Clemson now leads 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Gaffney trying to continue the pain for Joey Volchko as the righty deals. Hit to the right side. Sasaki has it. Foot race to the bag. He flips to Volchko, who beats Gaffney. So that's the third out. But not before Clemson plates a couple of runs. Well, now ahead to the second inning. The Cardinal will have to respond as you're listening to 90.1 FM KZSU Stanford.
To experience every tournament in banking, look no further than Founders Federal Credit Union, where personalized service is the main play. With regard to 40 convenient office locations, go visit foundersfcu.com today. Relax, you're with Founders. As each official review this season is brought to you by Trammell and Mills Law Firm. Clemson thanks Trammell Mills for their partnership and support.
All right, Tiger fans, it's time for the Golden at DKF Shipping Challenge. The game is easy. Each two are going to have 30 seconds to ship as many stress balls as they can into the net down there. We've got 2 contestants. First, we've got Steven, 3 bar. And then we've got men's cross, 2.5 wings, Peter. All right, guys, 30 seconds is on the clock. On your mark, get set, go. All right, you got 20 seconds. 10 seconds remain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And Kian is our winner of today's Golden DKS Challenge.
Leading up to the Cardinal,
Definitely a heavy golf theme here from Clemson, South Carolina, as the Tigers lead the Cardinal 2-0 as we head to the second. The Naster's not happening too far away at Augusta National. And Clemson, a golf powerhouse school, definitely had some Masters pride. As we're ready to start the second inning. Aiden Canuck already ready before we're ready to play. The second, Tatum Marsh is in. He fires a strike. Strike 1. Now the 0-1 from the sophomore, taken strike 2 by the freshman Tatum Marsh. Marsh hitting .371 on the year. As he takes a changeup just low. Canuck has such fast tempo on the mound. Already deals the 1-2 that's skied high, foul out of play. Lands on the concourse and, it's caught off the bounce. Long pause here from Canuck as he deals and it hits him. A fastball, a 2-seamer with a lot of arm side run. Started inside and ended up very inside. Thought for a second actually might have gone behind Tatum Marsh with how badly that one missed. runner on first. No one out here. Top of the second brings up Brady Reynolds, who's back from injury. After a late scratch in Saturday's game, he takes ball one. A slider, I believe, this time. First one of those we've seen today. Shift on the infield against lefty Brady Reynolds. 0-1 is hit to the right side, foul, and the Tigers dugout. Knock has a very deliberate delivery. From the slide step, deals, and it's fouled off once more. It changes up his whole approach and how he delivers the ball, depending on if it's from the windup or from the stretch. From the stretch, he looks more like a typical pitcher. From the windup, it's very unorthodox delivery as he checks on the runner at first. Marsh dives back safely. From the windup, he has a deep crouch with an open stance facing the batter. But here delivers the ball from the stretch that's grounded to first base. Moves the runner to second, but Ray Reynolds will be out. A 3 unassisted as Luke Gaffney takes it to the bag himself. And that's the first out of the second. But now the Cardinal will be happy with. More or less a swinging bunt. And it works as a bunt. A slider that got in on the hands of Brady Reynolds. Check on the runner at second as Marsh dives back. A good check there for Kanaka's. Marsh was measuring out his lead. Wind's starting to die down here as the sun is coming out. First pitch to Psalm, swing and a miss. Went upstairs with the changeup. Actually was the location the catcher was set up. It's a pitch you never used to see, the high changeup, but has worked its way into the baseball minds as the pitch, swing and a miss. Actually a foul tip, but all the same in effect. Back-to-back changeups against the righty Charlie Psalm. Canucks been different repertoire than we typically see, a backwards repertoire. He throws his changeup against righties, slider against lefties. As the 0-2, swing and a miss, went upstairs. Backwards pitch selection, this time the two-seamer. So changeup, fastball. Gets Charlie Psalm out of 3 strikes. Now looking at a replay, Psalm was simply late to the location. Might have been ball one upstairs, but too close to take. And the catcher strikes out for out number 2 to bring up Court McDonald, the junior from Texas, as he takes inside a slider. Typically, sliders are thrown against hitters of the same handedness as the pitcher, and changeups are thrown against hitters of the opposite handedness. As now the 1-0, swing and a miss, and this is a changeup. But before that pitch, Canuck has been throwing the changeup primarily to righties and the slider primarily to lefties, which is opposite of what you'd typically think, as the 1-1 is off the hands of a two-seam fastball. Got inside on McDonald. 1-2 count now. Runner on second base, Tatum Marsh with 2 gone. Top of the second, Clemson up by 2. The pitch, well outside as Darrell comes out of his crouch to spear. The deuces are wild. Second inning, Cardinal trail by 2. 2-2 count. Runner on second, 2 gone. Against number 22, Court McDonald. The second ACC series. The pitch is fouled off. Young fan nearly made the play on the berm in left field. Rare to see another school with a grassy berm down the foul line. Clemson does. The pitch is skied in the air, shallow right field. Might be an infielder that has it, might be an outfielder. Cam Counterella is moving under it, and the center fielder is the one to call everyone off to make the play. Stanford once again gets a runner to second base, but no further. Now ahead to the bottom of the second. As Joey Volchko like to settle back in. Clemson leads by 2. It's 2-0. As you're listening to 90.1 FM KZSU Stanford.
Hey, Tiger fans, turn your attention to the top of the third base foul line for the men's golf team to chip Clemson's foam stress ball into the crowd. Get up and make some noise if you want a stress ball.
With how much Clemson is talking about golf, I might as well join them with it. So the Masters going on today. The second round, it's a 4-day tournament. The cut line made today. Actually not sure where the cut is, but you got to be in the top however many golfers to continue. So the leaderboard right now, Justin Rose, after going 7 under yesterday, is still atop, but his 3-stroke lead is now down to 1, as he's 8 under after going 1 under today. Bryson DeChambeau now moves into second place at 7 under after going 4 under today. And a few tied at third. It's Scotty Scheffler, Corey Connors, and the top golfer in the world at the moment, Rory McIlroy, all tied at 6 under. And 3 more tied at 5 under. There's Tyrell Hatton, Matt McCarty, and Shane Lowry, all tied at 6th place, 5 under. This should be an interesting tournament from not too far from here in Augusta National. We are in the northwestern corner of South Carolina as Joey Volchko deals to Jacob Jarrell and foul tips a slider back to the screen, strike 1. Clemson leads 2-0 as we move to the home second. Volchko set on the mound. Jarrell still taking his time to get set in the box. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Went back to the slider. This one well outside, well low as well. But Jarrell keep just guessing. I mean, with how hard Volchko throws the fastball, you kind of have to cheat. And even the slider comes in. That one last. The stadium velocity had that one at 92. As the 0-2, it's tapped to the left side. Haskins has it, and the third baseman throws across to Sasaki for the first out. And the booth next to me has pitch tracking software up on their screen, and showing that last pitch, 92-mile-an-hour slider with 2,700 RPM, which is good for the major leagues, much less college. And that just tells you about the stuff Joey Volchko has, why scouts rave about him. As first pitch of TP Wentworth is up the middle through to center field. Volchko swiped at it. Is now the bobble by Hunt, but Wentworth can't recover. So the lefty sees one pitch and is aggressive, but it pays off. And he takes a 96-mile-an-hour fastball with 2,600 RPM. Back where it came from, up the middle and into center field for a 1-out single. That brings up Josh Pano, the third baseman. The second of 3 sixth-year seniors in this batting order, along with Dominic Listy and Andrew Chufo. Pano, a native of Temecula, California, a transfer from California Baptist. Right matchup. Runner goes. The pitch upstairs. The throw down to second is a bang, but safe. I think a strike, Jimmy Nadai from Charlie Somm would have gotten Wentworth. The throw took him a little out to right field. As the Tigers have a runner in scoring position, 1 gone, bottom of the second. They lead by 2. It's a very lively crowd, if nothing else. Let's go fires. Ball is fouled off the top of the screen. strike one. Volchko ready on the mound from the first base side. Looks in his arm to get the sign. 1-1 count, 1 out, runner on second base. Overshift on the infield as Volchko deals and hits him. A slider slipping out of the hand. Typically a slider sits lower 90s. That one only came over at 86 miles an hour. So definitely just didn't have the right feel. It never had a chance to get over the plate. It wasn't at all that Payno leaned into that one. Took it on the big block 8 on his back. That brings up the 9-hole hitter, Andrew Chufo. Chufo spelled C-I-U-F-O, Chufo. As the fifth-year shortstop, batting .240 on the year, digs in. Another right-on-right matchup. Cardinal infield, a slight shift, but mostly double play depth. Mad-Eye covers the bag at second. The pitch is tipped foul. Chufo came to Clemson before last year after playing 4 years at Georgetown. He only actually played 2 of those 4 years. He came to Clemson, started at the beginning of last year as the shortstop. As the 0-1 is taken inner half, called strike 2, a front door slider. The home crowd disagrees with. Anyway, Chufo started the first half of the year at short and tore his ACL, but is back again here as a 6th-year senior, COVID year and in redshirt, as the pitch is fouled off to the right side. Volchko today just struggled to find the put-away pitch on these Clemson hitters. Has been getting into advantageous counts. Once it comes to finishing the job, just hasn't been able to miss the bats. See if that can change here. Needs a big out with only 1 gone, 2 on. The 0-2 is hit to the right side into right field ahead of Tatum Marsh. The right fielder has it, and with his arm, they'll hold Wentworth at third. That means the bases are juiced for one of the best on-base guys in the nation, Dominic Listy. Clemson put up 2 runs in the first inning, have yet to tally more in the second. As the song would let you know, the heat is on for Joey Volchko. And that will elicit a mound visit. Entire infield, Charlie Somm and Thomas Eager meet Joey Volchko on the mound. One goal in the bullpen thus far for the Card. The Volchko up to 36 pitches already. For just 1 in the 3rd innings. So Clemson this year made a change to the layout here of their stadium, Doug Kingsmore Stadium, where they moved the visitor bullpen from behind the wall must have been in center field, to the foul ground by left field. Why that's significant is that they allow fans to congregate, especially students, to congregate right on the netting, just where the bullpen is. So if you're warming up in the bullpen, you're going to have at least 100 people, Clemson fans, mostly students, all just chirping in your ear. Every missed pitch, they're going to let you know. That's probably a strategic move in the layout of the stadium for Clemson. As the first pitch to Listy is taken just low, a slider. And normally you see the first pitch after a mound visit, almost always called a strike. But Volchko missing, probably not a good sign. Overshift on the infield, Becerra playing straight up the middle. The 1-0 from Volchko is taken inside. Listy, I think, trying to move into a fastball about shin high. Hard moves the slider on second look. Oh, no, it was a fastball. I was looking at the previous pitch. My eyes did not deceive me there. As the 2-0 now is taken knee high, called strike one, a fastball. A much needed pitch there for Volchko to find. Philo is down this inning for Stanford's righty. Maybe some fatigue already setting in from the Friday starter. The 2-1. It's hit to the right side off the front foot of Listy. Foul ball. Probably would have been a run-scoring fielder's choice had that been in fair territory. Sasaki raced over to get it and looked home. It could have been an interesting play. Force out to every bag. Wentworth at third, Pano at second, Chufo at first. The batter, Dominic Listy. One gone in the bottom of the second. Clemson leads 2-0 with Cam Canarella on deck. 2-0 count now to Dominic Listy. Someone who knows how to get on base. Choked up, the lefty foul tips one. He is really choking up on that bat. Can easily see the bottom of the handle and the knob below his hands. He's top hand is nearly on the barrel. Deep crouch from the lefty. Righty Volchko fires, hit to the right side. Sasaki has the only play is to take it to the bag himself. So a run-scoring fielder choice. Where I thought what happened a couple pitches ago now happens here. Clemson leads 3-0. As Stanford records the out, and two runners now move into scoring position. But it will take a base hit now to score more. Pano at third, Chufo at second. Cam Canarella the batter. Canarella doubled over Tatum Marsh's head his last time up. Purify on deck. Canarella is really the danger man. First pitch is taken in the dirt, blocked by Som. Canarella's power has struggled this year. However, he came in losing over 130 points on his slugging percentage this year compared to last, as he takes outside ball two, a fastball there that time. Canarella, a junior from Hartsville, South Carolina. Two-time first-team All-ACC selection. As the 2-0 is taken inside ball three. And I would imagine at this point, you have to put up the four fingers and give him first base. Even in this situation, I bet Canarella has the green light. 3-0, two in scoring position with two gone. Purify on deck. Volchko deals. Taken, strike one. Canarella looks like had the red light if he didn't even track the pitch the whole way. He will certainly want to punish anything enticing here in a 3-1. Good pull side hitter as the pitch is tapped foul off his front foot. Canarella, similar to Burris, who Stanford took on last year, Drew Burris of Georgia Tech. Both are undersized center fielders with good speed and surprising power for their frame. Canarella, 6 foot, 185, and I think that's generous based off his frame. But hit 11 homers last year. It has lightning speed in center field. Full count offering. This is down and in. A fastball in an uncompetitive location as Canarella is walked. Bases are once more loaded for the Tigers. There'll be Jared Purify up with 2 outs. Bottom of the second, Clemson, the nation's, depending on who you ask, third or fourth ranked team, looking to extend their lead. and extend their lead atop the ACC as well. Right on right, Volchko fires. Big swing, and Purify misses. A slider, outer corner, one of Volchko's best pitches all afternoon. And chose a good time to throw it. As the lights are already coming on here in the stadium. The sun is not even starting to set. 0-1, taken well outside. Bases loaded, 1-1 count. 2 gone, bottom of the second. Volchko set at the belt. From delivery, he fires, and it's foul tipped to the left side. Strike 2. Volchko's silver chain glistening in the sun. Starting to peek out from behind all the clouds. Long pause, looks to third. Now the righty fires home. Foul tip once more. That's been the problem for Volchko today. He's gotten ahead of batters, which tends to be his problem when he falls behind early in counts. It's been the put-away pitch, something he normally excels at. Volchko yet to strike out any of the 11 batters he's faced. Has thrown 52 pitches. Hopefully his 53rd will be his first punch out. The pitch is outside, a fastball, 98 miles an hour. Put a little extra velocity, a little extra oomph into that last one. Has been sitting a couple ticks less than that with the heater. And didn't miss by all too much. Now the 2-2, swing and a miss. A good time to find the first K. A slider on the, what would have been ball 3. But a strike 3 instead is Purify chased. And that'll send us to the third as Clemson tacks on another run. It's 3-0. As Stanford looks to get back in the win column in the ACC. They have lost their last 9 consecutive ACC games. 3 consecutive series sweeps, first at home against Cal in the first ever ACC matchup between the 2 Bay Area rivals. Then Stanford traveled to Charlottesville, Virginia. The Cavaliers swept them. 3 close games, still a sweep. And then last weekend, at home at Sunken, the Cardinal were sunken by the Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech. 3 consecutive games. Stanford has won some midweeks. In that time, actually, 3 consecutive midweeks. Between winning 5-1 against San Jose State, an extra inning, 6-5 against Santa Clara, and on Monday, 4-0 against UC Davis. That's really the ACC games. They will determine their fate when it comes to postseason play. Stanford looks like a bubble team in the NCAA tournament at this point, as David Esker having a team meeting in the dugout right now with his players. Looks pretty animated as he's talking to Court McDonald, Trevor Haskins, Jimmy Nadai, Ritara Sasaki, Charlie Somm, Tatum Marsh, Timo Becerra. So all of his hitters facing David Esker, who is trying to get them amped up. Stanford has had no luck facing Aiden Canuck, who is already ready on the mound before Hott even starts to dig in. First pitch is foul tipped. Ethan Hott started the year on the bench for the Cardinal, but has worked his way into the lineup as the 0-1. High fastball, check swing, but he did not go around. It took a while for Hott to even get a chance off the bench, make his presence felt as Canuck fires the 1-1. It's skied in the air. Foul to the left side. just outside the stadium, outside the reach of the fans. That moves the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. A spot that Kanakas like to throw in the changeup, even against righties. The pitch is hit to the left side, foul, and it is the changeup. Hot out in front. Probably just happy to stay alive. The next 1-2 is high. Some movement in the Clemson bullpen, surprisingly. Probably just relievers staying loose after pregame warm-ups as Canuck steps off. And the bench, or the dugout, just yelled at the catcher, JJ, go something. I heard picked up by our mic. JJ, referring to the catcher, Jacob Jarrell, as Jacob Jarrell does walk out to talk to Aiden Canuck for a second to get on the same page. The second Jarrell's back in the crouch. Canuck deals the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Went upstairs with a slider, actually. It got hot to chase. Canuck was a preseason first-team All-American per D1 Baseball, National Collegiate Baseball Writers in America, and The Athletic. Shown why today as he lays in strike one against Trevor Haskins, a slider on the outer half. Also a second-team preseason All-American for a perfect game as the 0-1 is taking strike two. A changeup laid perfectly lower outside corner. And Trevor Haskins, the line card flips over for the Cardinal. Haskins led off the year. Incredibly hot, but has since cooled down. Third baseman check swings at the 0-2. Appeal to first says he did not go. Slider, changeup, now the fastball. Kanaka's shown his full arsenal. Which of the three will it go to now? The 1-2 is taken low. A fastball below the knees. Haskins now ready for the 2-2 pitch. Swing, foul tip into the mid of Jacob Jarrett. And that's strike three. Punch out number 4 through just 2 2/3 innings. Canuck has faced 10 batters, got 9 of them out. Timo Basir takes a big cut and foul tips a slider to the backstop. And Canuck has looked excellent today. Has shown his All-American stuff. The 0-1 is a changeup, lay it in. Strike two. Looked like a fastball, well out of the zone. Till suddenly it died and darted down. As the 0-2 is fouled off. Sierra fighting to stay alive. The next 0-2 is just missing. Oh, a fastball. I think Brian Miller squeezed Canuck a little bit there. The infield started to run off the field. Chufo, the shortstop, was already on the second base side as pitch is fouled off. I think everyone reacted to the lack of the call strike three on the previous pitch, except Aiden Canuck. With his tempo, he was already ready to throw the next offering. Didn't bother him. As the 1-2 now is skied in the air in the infield. If someone has a play, it'll be Gaffney over towards the Clemson dugout, and he has just enough space to make the play. Stanford goes 1-2-3 in the third. And now we'll head to the last of the third. And Volchko will look to hang a 0. You're listening to 90.1 FM KZSU Stanford. Stanford trails by 3 to nothing as we head to the bottom of the third. Back ready for play in the bottom of the third as Clemson will have the middle of the order. 4-5-6 due up to face Joey Volchko. First up, Colin Priest, the lefty designated hitter. Overshift on the infield as Becerra plays just behind the second base bag. First pitch, backdoor slider. Volchko took something off that had a little bit more bite. Haskins, lone man on the left side, as the 0-1 from Volchko is well outside. A fastball. Priest ready, crowding the plate from the left-hand batter's box. The 1-1 now. Check swing, outside pitch. He didn't go. Called ball 2. Closeness there from Joey Volchko. As leadoff man now ahead. The pitch is taken just outside once more. Once again, competitiveness, but a miss nonetheless. The 3-1 now is hit on a line, but foul. Priest behind a fastball. Probably what he was trying to do there was accomplish. Go the opposite way. Outside fastball, not trying to do too much. But no one on the left side. Down the line would have been a double had he been a little bit earlier. See if he can adjust now. With a full count offering, Joey Volchko deals, and it's well outside, ball 4. Leadoff runner reaches, and Luke Gaffney now the hitter. Gaffney tapped out for Antaro Sasaki his last time up. See if the righty can pull a ball. The wind has shifted directions, now blowing out to left field. Volchko gets the sign and deals. First pitch taken. A fastball inner half, called strike 1. Short dimensions here. The Doug Kingsmore Stadium in Clemson, South Carolina. The wind blowing out as the pitch is taken, strike 2. Front door slider. Neither the fans nor Luke Gaffney too happy with that call. Volchko will not complain. 0-2 count now. No one out, runner on first. Bottom of the third, Clemson leads 3-0. On the first base side, Volchko fires, swing and a miss. A slider. And Gaffney looks silly with that swing. Slider came in at 92 miles an hour, 3,000 RPM. Just shows you the stuff that Volchko has. When he is on his A game, he is one of the toughest pitchers to hit against. That brings up Jacob Jarrell. Clemson's backstop. First pitch from Volchko is taken just low, maybe outside. Fastball coming in at 95. Volchko looks the first. Check on Colin Priest. Long pause now, the 1-0. Check swing. I think he went around. No. Ball 2. First base umpire Brendan Hinson says no swing by Jacob Jarrell, the junior from Florence, South Carolina. Now the pitch. It's hit in the air deep to right center field gap. Marsh and Hott move back, and their efforts are futile as that ball is long gone. Rolls high off the roof of the building in right center field as Jacob Jarrell clubs his 8th of the year. And Clemson leads 5-0 in the bottom of the third. Jarrell hit 2 home runs in the midweek against Gardner-Webb, making 3 in 2 games as he extends his lead atop the Clemson's home run leaderboard with number 8 on the year. That brings up T.P. Wentworth. First pitch to the lefty is a bit outside. The slider must have slipped out of Volchko's hand as Psalm didn't have a chance to catch it. Wentworth, a freshman from Central Valley, California. Repone. Now the 1-0 from Volchko. Swing and a miss. Fastball, outer half. Wentworth is a two-way player, making only a second career start. His other start came February 22nd, so a long time ago. Clemson played a doubleheader that day and used the full bench. This is his first ACC start. He singled in his first plate appearance. The 1-1 now, taken strike 2. Wentworth has had more play as a pitcher than as a hitter. Made 5 appearances, recording 12 outs, 4 innings pitched, only 1 out, only 1 earned run in that time. As the 1-2 is tapped up the middle to Becerra. Becerra takes a couple hops and throws over to first base in time. Man, showing a replay of that Jacob Jarrell home run. Just a lot of power going the opposite way. The righty going out to right center field. Just a pure swing. It didn't even look like he went full effort. It just flew off the bat. Ton of carry immediately as first pitch, Josh Pano is tapped foul, a slider that Pano probably lucky to make contact with. Pano, one of the 6th-year seniors from Temecula, California, transferred from California Baptist, as they've been asked to be called not Cal Baptist. The 0-1 is upstairs. Pano also played 2 years at St. Mary's. Actually, he was hurt the 2 years he was on the team at St. Mary's before going to California Baptist for 3 years. In the most recent campaign, he had 18 doubles, 11 home runs. So at the end of the order, but still has some pop. The 1-1 is hit the opposite way in the air, but foul. Once again, home run distance towards that 320-foot foul pole in right. Just laying on a fastball. Bases are cleared. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out in the bottom of the third. Clemson leads 5-0. Volchko deals. Swing, foul tip into the glove of Charlie Somb. As a 92-mile-an-hour slider strikes out Pano. Strikeout number 3 of the day for Joey Volchko. And will now head to the 4th. Stanford trails by 5 as they've yet to record a hit. You're listening to 90.1 FM KZSU Stanford. Stay here for this break. Reminder that top of the hour, we will have softball going on KZSU2 online streaming only. I'll be Austin Park on the call from Boise, Idaho, as Stanford takes on Boise State. Stanford softball has looked the part this year, despite losing Nigeri Kennedy. Have rebounded well, especially with the bats, as they come in ranked number 15 in the nation for their bye week of ACC play. And next week on the farm, we'll have Cardinal Palooza athletic events going on at the same time. Most notably among them, the Big Swing. That'll be Saturday, April 19th. Stanford softball will host Cal in the 3rd game of a 3-game set. That'll be 1 p.m. It's called the Big Swing. Stanford looking to break the attendance record for collegiate softball. That'll be in Stanford Stadium. The NCAA softball attendance record was set last year in the Women's College World Series. Number is 12,566. So a lofty goal there for Stanford softball, but hopefully they can accomplish that dream of filling up Stanford Stadium for softball action as they take on their arch rival, Cal Golden Bears. So I hope you all will come out to the farm to see that softball match. But for now, back to baseball from the Palmetto State. Stanford trails Clemson 5-0 as we head to the 4th. And before we get started, well, I have to call it a pitch clock violation. But no pitch clock violation. First pitch to Sasaki is grounded foul. Sasaki walks his first time up in the 1st inning. And actually swiped a bag and got to second. Now the 0-1 is taken upstairs. Canuck working fast as always. Deals a changeup, swung on and missed. Huge cut there for Sasaki. Actually a slider, not a change. Now the 1-2 from Canuck. Swing and a miss. This one is the change. And Sasaki fooled. Swings early and over the top. That's the first out of the 4th. Canuck has simply looked unhittable today. All the pitches working for him. Good command and good stuff. It's a Lipo combination. Struggled with allowing the occasional long ball. That hasn't been an issue today. First pitch to Nadai is taken for a strike. They get me over changeup, middle. Jimmy Nadai loves to mess with pitcher's timing. And does there as he waits to get in the box. His ball is skied into right field, deep but not deep enough. Wentworth takes a couple steps back, then one in. As the right fielder has it for the second out. One knock on Canuck had been the lack of efficiency, but 2 quick outs here in the 4th. That's no longer a worry. Pitch count at 61 through 3 2/3. Now up the freshman from San Jose, from Valley Christian. Pitch is upstairs, a slider. Marsh, the other of the two Stanford base runners to reach. He was hit by a pitch in the second inning. This time takes ball 2 outside. Another slider. Knock working fast, deals. Ball is hit hard into the right center field gap. It is all the way into the crowd. A solo shot with 2 gone for Tatum Marsh. Number 3 on the year for the right fielder. The Cardinals have a run on the board. They still trail 5-1, but some life for the Stanford offense. The ball got out of here in a hurry. I didn't think it had a chance off the bat. This shows you how the ball is flying today. Marsh going the opposite way. As he runs around the bases quickly. Now the first pitch of Brady Reynolds is a big cut and a miss. So 2 opposite field home runs, 1 for either team. Both more or less the same part of the ballpark by righties. Going towards the 365 sign of the power alley. As now the 0-1 is a changeup taken, strike 2. Now I thought that ball had a chance of being a double, if not a fly out, and it just got out of here. Pitch, swing on, a swing and a miss. As Reynolds is set down on strikes. Tatum Marsh gets one out of here for the Cardinal first hit and first run. But that's all the damage they can muster. We'll now head to the home fourth. Stanford still trails. It's 5-1. Here's you're listening to 90.1 FM KZSU Stanford. Bottom of the fourth now from Clemson as Stanford trails 5-1. 9-1-2 due up for the Tigers. First up, Andrew Chufo. As he hits one left center field, Ethan Hott races over, but it splits the gap. It goes all the way to the wall. Hott recovers, hits the cutoff man, but Chufo rolls into second base with a one-pitch stand-up double. That'll bring up the top of the order, Dominic Listy, as he has a runner at second base after just one pitch here in the fourth. Listy is a tough out. Stanford has not had trouble getting him out today. First pitch is tapped foul at the plate. Listy's on-base percentage, .518 on the year. It's on base more often than not, but 0 for 2. ground out to Jimmy Nadai, and an RBI fielder choice. Rentaro Sasaki is 2 times at the plate. Now the 0-1 is taken ball 1. A fastball missing down and outside. Still no one out in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Bolchko's last pitch was number 77. It's number 77 on the afternoon. 1-1 in the dirt, blocked by Som. Stanford's been out here since Wednesday after taking a very early flight Wednesday morning, acclimated to the time change. Get some practice in yesterday and today. Is now the 2-1. Check swing by Listy. Appeal to third, says he did not go. The tough place to travel to, Clemson. Not particularly close to any major airport or major city even. Greenville, South Carolina is the closest major city, is the 3-1, is low, ball 4. But even Greenville, South Carolina isn't a major city. Doesn't have great infrastructure for traveling, no major airport. I-85 connects it to Charlotte, North Carolina, but it's not a major hub. City population there is only 70,000. That's the major regional city. Back to baseball. Cam Canarella up, 2 on, no one out. First pitch is slider, missing outside. Starts outside, stays outside. And still no one working in the bullpen. No one even getting stretched yet. The fans out there are ready to heckle some Stanford relievers. As the 1-0 now is tapped foul. Canarella, 1 for 1, a double and a walk, is 2 times up at the plate. As the center fielder looks to get the season back on track. A little bit of a slump lately. Chufo dancing at second. The pitch comes home. A slower slider, but missing outside. Bolchko has thrown 3+ innings, earning 4 of the 5 runs allowed, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. As the pitch is hit back to the pitcher. He goes to second base for 1 out. The throw to first, not in time. Canarella, a very fast runner up the line, saved a double play. But still, the middle runner is cut down and will be on the corners with 1 gone. Bottom of the 4th, Stanford trails 5-1. That brings up the second baseman, Jaron Purify. As someone called time, I think Clemson will have a strategy meeting in front of their dugout. I'm a little surprised that you're having a strategy meeting here. Even with runners on the corners of 1 out, Jaron Purify is a very good hitter. 328 batting average, 517 slugging, 461 on base. Has quite a few extra base hits. 13 to be exact. 7 doubles, 3 triples, 3 homers. I'm surprised you. The plan of attack isn't as simple as just go out there and hit. Even with Chufo at third, Canarella at first. Canarella, especially a very fast runner. So maybe they might want to send Canarella on a more true steal or even a hit and run. And then just tell Chufo just to dance at third. I would be surprised if they have him take off from third base with this part of the order due up. We will see. Cardinal infield defense, double play depth. Outfield shallow. Volchko ready just above the belt. The righty from the first base side deals. Runner goes from first. The throw down to second is in time. They got him. Charlie Somm throws a strike to Jimmy Nadeye, and that's out number 2. And he'll take a base knock or a wild pitch to score Andrew Chufo now. The strategy meeting was to probably make Stanford think that the runner at third might play games when Canarella take off. They disregarded that, and Charlie Somm gets the out at second base. Now the 1-0 is in the dirt, and it gets away. And that'll be a run. Anticlimactic run, if whoever will see one, is right after they take away the opportunity for a productive out. Volchko spikes the slider. Second wild pitch that scored a run today. Yeah, Somm did not have a chance at saving that ball. 2-0 now to the second baseman. Volchko deals from the windup and misses well outside a fastball. Long pause now, the 3-0. Volchko from the windup fires upstairs. A high and tight fastball. Still, no one going in the bullpen. It feels unbelievable to me that there's no one going in the bullpen. There has to be a secondary bullpen that I can't see or something. Its pitch count's up to 88. Or through 3 2/3 innings. Just missed badly 4 pitches in a row. Frankly, there has to be someone going in the bullpen. Mound visit with just the infielders, which is something you see Thomas Eager employ to buy time for a reliever to warm up, except there's no reliever warming up. I'm perplexed at what the pitching strategy is here. Volchko just simply does not have his best stuff today. They're just leaving him out there. Threw 107 pitches that was 2024. Threw 95 pitches last week, 93 the week before, 68 the week previous, 73 even before that. So he's not reached 100 pitches this year. To give you a scope of his pitch count, as the first pitch is in the dirt. Back pick to first, almost had him, but Purify scrambles back. I mean, Volchko just looks exhausted on the mound. Just can't find the zone. He's not even... The misses aren't competitive at this point as he throws over to first base. And Purify gets back safely. End of the day, there's a reason that David Esker is the manager. I'll trust his judgment here. As the 1-0 now is swung on and missed. A beautiful slider there is Volchko showing there still is something left in the tank. A 90-mile-an-hour slider at that too. 2,900 RPM. Lower inside corner. One of his best offerings of the day. Sun's starting to set as pickoff attempt just back safely as Purify. Sunset making Clemson colors in the sky. Purple and orange over the backdrop of the green batter's eye. And the rolling green hills. Runner goes. The pitch downstairs. The throw down to second is bang, bang, no. Purify just gets the hand in before the tag of Timo Becerra. A good throw there for Charlie Somm. But Purify. Speed just too much. Looking at a replay. Oh, he was safe. Yeah, good call. Close play there. But the umpires got it right. See if Stanford challenges. And made a signal that they would, but I didn't see any umpires react. They actually must have, when I was looking at the replay, gone over to the video monitor themselves. So we'll have a replay challenge here that will almost certainly stand unless I'm missing something on this replay. But it looks to me that Purify is in, and especially with the call on the field being that Purify was safe. I'd be shocked if this one's overturned. It was a very close play, to be fair. Yeah, looking at other angles, you're certainly not going to overturn a ruling of safe. Might as well try the challenge. Stanford trails 6-1, bottom of the fourth inning. For now, runner on second base, 3-1 count. Stanford's lone run scored by Tatum Marsh, a solo shot at the top of the inning. Clemson, 6 runs. 2 came in the bottom of the first, a single by Colin Priest, and Jared Purify scored on a wild pitch. The bottom of the second, tacked on another run on a fielder's choice. Bottom of the third, a 2-run shot by the catcher, Gerald, the opposite way. And in this fourth inning, Chufo scored on a wild pitch. Umpires make their way back out to the field of play. I have to imagine this one will stand. Call at second base is safe. Stolen base number 16 of the year for Jared Purify. Oh, I saw him already does have 2 caught stealings on the afternoon and nearly had number 3. Just a second too late. Well, even less than a second, I should say. As runner in scoring position now, 2-1 count to Colin Priest, the lefty DH. Boschko, starter, still in the game for the Cardinal. The pitch misses outside. Ball 3. Shift on the infield, not quite an overshift, with Becerra holding on Purify at second. Lone runner has speed. The 3-1 backdoor slider in the zone, strike 2. Very well executed pitch there for Joey Volchko. Has proven me wrong in the last few pitches, showing that he still does have something left in the tank. As now the full count offering swung on and missed. Back foot slider in one of his best pitches of the evening, in a time that he really needed to show it. Punch out number 4 of the day for Joey Volchko. And that'll take us to the 5th. We'll take a brief break here as Stanford trails 6-1 on 90.1 FM TZSU Stanford.
All right, turn your attention to the first base dugout. It's time for a DKS fan favorite, the Steal the Base Challenge. Let's meet our contestants. Here we've got Carson, and here we've got Jacob. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to spin around that bat 15 times. Once you're done, you're going to run, take up your base. First one back to me is going to be our winner. You ready? All right, on your mark, get set, spin! Again, Carson and Jacob, 15 spins, and then off to steal their base. And back here, first one to cross is our winner. We got Carson off first. First to grab his base. Coming back with the easy victory is Carson, today's Steal the Base winner. Congratulations, Carson. Here's your prize back.
It will be the bottom of the order to up for the Cardinal when we're here in the top of the fifth. Charlie Somm, Court McDonald, and Ethan Hott. First pitch from Aiden Knock is taken upstairs, a slider. Now the 1-0 Knock working fast as always as the pitch is foul tipped back into the net of the catcher, Gerald. Tom was struck out on 3 pitches last time up, only time up in the second, as the 1-1 swung on and missed. Upstairs with the fastball. Now the 1-2 from Canuck. It's hit to the right side, right to Purify. The second baseman has it, takes a few steps in, and throws to first to retire the catcher, Charlie Somm. Quick first out here in the fifth. Canuck has been efficient. 4 1/3 through 71 pitches. It was really that fourth inning. They got him back in line with where he wanted to be on the pitch count. The lefty Court McDonald digs in. Shift on the infield as the offering is swung on a miss. A changeup, a high changeup. Now the 0-1. Another changeup. This one skied in the air. Shallow center field. Canarella moving in. And it will not be Canarella. It will be Chufo that makes the play. The shortstop ends up on his rear end in right center field. Covered a lot of ground, but still made the play. It's one that I think Canarella really should be making. You want your center fielder coming in to be the one to call it off. Yeah, replay. Actually, yeah, Canarella would have been able to make it to that ball. He pulled up late as this ball was grounded to the shortstop Chufo by Ethan Hott. And that is a 1-2-3 top the fifth. Before I can even introduce Ethan Hott, he's already retired. As we'll now head to the bottom of the fifth. As Aiden Canuck is dealing here in South Carolina as Clemson leads 6-1 on 90.1 FM. KZSU State.
One lucky row is going home with Great West coupon. Let's see who it's going to be. And today we are going to section UH Row E. Again, that's section UH Row E. Congratulations to tonight's Great West Lucky Row.
Joey Bolchko gets back on the mound for the bottom of the fifth. But there is some action in the bullpen for the Cardinal. It looks like Dave Reimers is out there throwing. We'll see if the Cardinal want to rush Reimers. Try to get ready in case Bolchko needs to be pulled. He's threw 94 pitches already for 4 innings. It's earned 5 of 6 runs, 4 punch-outs, 4 walks, a couple doubles, a home run to go along with 3 singles. That's the line for Bolchko thus far. Again, he settled in very well that last inning. Saved some of his best stuff for last. So hopefully, as his game has worn on, Bolchko has really found his groove. Hopefully that can continue. As he'll be facing 5, 6, 7 for Clemson. It'll be Gaffney, Gerald, and Whitworth duo.
Leading off of the Tigers, the first baseman, number 16.
First up, a sophomore first baseman from Danville, Kentucky, Drew Gaffney. Gaffney, a transfer from Purdue. Digs in. As Bolchko is ready. From the first base side, the righty high leg kick and deals. Ball is grounded over to short. Becerra has it. One hop, throws over in time. Quick first out something Volshko desperately needs. A fastball low in the zone. That brings up the catcher who homered earlier today, Jacob Gerald. Overshift on the infield as Volshko fires outside. Low as well, fastball missing. The velocity is down this inning for Volshko. Both fastballs thus far coming in at 94 after sitting upper 90s earlier. The 1-0 is hit over to Becerra. Deja vu once again as he throws over to Sasaki well in time. A carbon copy of the first out gets Jacob Gerald out in the second out. For the home fit, Stanford trails 6-1 against the nation's third or fourth ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. As Stanford looks to stop their 9-game conference losing streak in ACC play. First pitch, TP Wentworth is taken low. Wentworth, a freshman two-way player, singled his first time up. As the 1-0, swing and a miss over the top of the slider. Wentworth, as a high schooler in California, was first team All-California in both football and basketball. As the 1-1 is hit to the right side, but foul. Sasaki would have had an easy play. So impressive that Wentworth can start as a freshman at Clemson in baseball, despite being first team All-California in high school in football and basketball. A true athlete, a two-way player on the diamond is the 1-2, swing and a miss. A slider. Volshko saves his best inning for what might be his last, up to 101 pitches on the afternoon. But he goes 1-2-3 and hangs a 0 for the first time. And that'll take us now to the 6th. Top of the order up for the Cardinal. Haskins, Becerra, Sasaki. And hope you stay with us here. You're listening to 90.1 FM KZSU Stanford. Over in Boise, Stanford softball should have just gotten underway. I'll check to see if that one actually is underway. It's on air at online streaming KZSU2. Austin Park there on the call as they are in the top of the first. Stanford batting softball-wise against Boise State. There's 2 outs, runner on first for Jake Berry. Stanford softball has reached number 15 in the nation, and unlike baseball, they have kept the ranking once reaching the teens.
All right, here's what you're going to do. You're racing from here down to the checkered flag. The first one to cross the finish line is our winner. All right, on your mark, get set, go! The Agro tractor race is off. We got different strategies here. We've got Bennett and Duke head to head, almost to the finish line. And crossing the finish line with the biggest touchdown of the season is Brandon. Today's Agro tractor race winner.
Between inning festivities, letting some young fans race replica toy tractors. The fans, young fans that was in last place of the 3, got a very generous push from one of the Clemson players and ended up winning a photo finish at the line. I give credit to the show that Clemson puts on here. It's a gorgeous ballpark here in the northwest corner of South Carolina, the Doug Keatsmore Stadium. Friendly atmosphere, good crowd attendance, and they put on a show here. Also give credit to their athletics department for being just incredibly helpful with everything pregame here. Getting us set up on the road. Back to baseball. Top of the order up to face Aiden Canuck, who's back out for his 6th inning of work. The righty does his normal crouch delivery and fires the first pitch upstairs against Trevor Haskins, who is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Haskins flew out to left field in the first, struck out in the third. And this time he takes a changeup. Oh, a generous ball 2 call. Ready to stay at the knees, but I was interrupted by the lack of strike signal, as now the 2-0 is hit hard into left field. It'll drop ahead of the left fielder, but he races to it, and Wentworth gets it in to second base before Haskins can stretch a single into a double. But still a leadoff base knock for the Cardinal. Just their second hit of the day. Something working here. They trail by 5 at 6-1, the top of the 6th. That brings up Timo Becerra. See how the defense plays here. They had been overshifting. Now Haskins on first base. You'll have to leave him. You have to cover first base as well. So big holes to the right side for Becerra. First pitch, swung on and missed. Slider on the outer half. In the bullpen, Reimers is sitting out there but not getting loose. So I think Bolshko might even have more in him. Big hole on the right side for Becerra. Canuck fires, and this just misses outside. A slider. Sun now set here in Clemson as Becerra crouches in the right-hander batter's box. The pitch. Called strike 2, a changeup lower outside corner. Great location for Canuck. As the righty from the first base side worked from the stretch, and he deals outside. Ball 2 on a fastball. Becerra batting .364 on the year. Great contact hitter. Can spray it anywhere. No home runs yet. The pitch misses low. A changeup. Started outside. I think if that one started a couple inches further in over the plate, that would have been a really tough pitch for Becerra to take, even though it missed low in the end. Full count offering. Runner on first, Trevor Haskins. No one gone in the 6th. The pitch is foul tipped. Haskins did not go with that pitch. I don't think they'll go try to play too many base running games. They trail by 5. It's 6-1, the top of the 6th. So still have to string together some base runners and some runs. Make a difference here today. The pitch is fouled off into the crowd as some fans fight over the ball, and none of them are able to catch it. A fastball, 2-seam fastball gone in on the hands. Becerra stays alive. Now the next full count offering. It's hit straight to shortstop. 6-4-3 double play. A big momentum swing there, back in the favor of Clemson. As after the leadoff single, both Haskins and Becerra on the race. That's 2 gone now in the top of the 6th to bring up Rotaro Sasaki. Overshift with all 4 infielders playing on the outfield grass. First pitch, a changeup. Called strike 1. Sasaki was walked in the first, struck out in the 4th as he takes outside. 2 of the 3 true outcomes. Third of the 3, that's a home run. He has 4 of those on the year. Canuck allows some himself. This pitch misses low, another changeup. Lone run of the ball game for the Cardinals, scored on a Tatum Marsh solo shot the opposite way to right field. Clemson has 6. The 2-1, big swing and a miss. Tried to make that home run number 5. Two-seam fastball. Out, belt high, but outside. 2-2 count, 2 out, no one on for Ntaro Sasaki. Canuck ready on the mound. As the righty deals. Inside, ball 3. And the crowd, as you can probably tell, did not agree with that call. I personally actually do think it missed inside. A little bit of home base bias. The now full count offering is further inside, and that one, I don't really see the point of arguing, even for the Clemson fans. Sasaki reaches base for the second time. That brings up Jimmy Nadai, second baseman from down under. I believe that's the pitching coach for the Tigers coming out to check on Aiden Canuck. Nick Schnabel. That's how you pronounce his last name, Schnabel. The confusing part between the pitching coach and the head coach of Eric Bakich and Nick Schnabel is they both wear number 23. So it's quite difficult to tell if it's Schnabel or Bakich that are coming out. Schnabel does the mound visits, but not the pitching changes. So if it's Schnabel coming out, which it was there, it'll be him just talking to his starter. If it's Bakich coming out, it'll be a pitching change. But for now, Aiden Canuck remains in the game. The righties dipped his ERA just under 4 on the year. Through 5 2/3, 1 earned run. Striking out 6, walking 2. The first pitch to Nadai, just low. Big hole on the right side for Nadai if he chooses to use it. Purify the second baseman playing up the middle. The offering swung on and missed. A slider that would have been called a strike anyway on the outer half. Sasaki, the lone runner, held on by Gaffney at first. The 1-1. It's hit to the left side. Shortstop has it, and Chufo flips to Purify for out number 3. Stanford gets a couple base runners. One cut down on a double play, and the other stranded at first. Stanford still trails 6-1. We'll head now to the home 6th. Joey Volchko back on the mound for the Cardinals. He's thrown 101 pitches on the afternoon already, and will be out for more. And his best stuff tonight has been saved for last. His career high in pitches thrown came in the Pac-12 tournament last year in a win against Oregon State, in which he went 6 innings of scoreless baseball, striking out 9, walking 4, allowing 2 hits. In that outing, he threw 107 pitches. His next highest, 95, which came last week. And he already eclipsed that tonight. So Volchko, if he throws 6 pitches, will tie his career high in pitch count. Will likely eclipse that. Ben Reimer's lone man getting loose in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Over on KZSU2, we have softball. And Stanford took a 2-0 lead at the top of the first. Now Zoe Perstyko on the mound. And she looks to shut down the Bronco hitters. For now, you're listening to 90.1 FM KZSU Stanford on a Friday afternoon of baseball as Stanford takes on Clemson. First game of a 3-game set. First pitch to Josh Pano is swung on and missed. A huge cut there on a slider. Pano was hit by a pitch in the second, struck out swinging in the third. 1 of 5 punch-outs for Joey Volchko as he deals the 0-1. The third baseman takes inside. Overshift on the infield. The second baseman, Nadai, playing the shortstop side of the bag against the right-handed hitting Josh Pano. The 6th-year senior from Temecula, California. Down south. Pitch. Chopped foul at the plate. A slider there, well placed. His Volchko has really looked better as the game has gone on. I was shocked that Coach Esker and Eager were allowing him to continue in the game, and they have certainly proved me wrong. Now the 1-2 from Volchko is taken outside. A slider in a location that's tempting for a hitter to look at, or to swing at, I should say, but Pano only looks at it. Count moves back even to the leadoff hitter of the 6th. The 2-2. It's hit the opposite way in the air, but foul. Tatum Marsh gave it a look down the right field foul line, but it went harmlessly into the crowd, so we'll do it again from 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the leadoff hitter of the home 6th. Clemson leads Stanford 6-1. The opening game of the series. Now the next pitch misses low. Tried to get another chase with the slider. Next pitch will be the career high for Joey Volchko, number 108. Pano takes the deep side and now digs back in the right-handed batter's box. Right on right matchup, Volchko deals. Outside ball 4. Missed with the slider once again. I think that might do it. Thomas Eager takes the walk out to the bullpen, or to the mound. Hasn't made a sign to the bullpen yet, but hit 108 pitches for Joey Volchko. I have to imagine that will be the magic number. Still no sign to the bullpen yet for the Cardinals. Now they will. They'll call upon Ben Reimers out of the bullpen. And Joey Volchko's day is done. The right-hander went 5 innings plus. Line not yet close. For now, has earned 5 of 6 runs. Striking out 5, walking 5. 3 singles, couple doubles, and a home run. The 6 hits he's allowed. Infield playing shallow, outfield shallow as well against Chufo, the sixth-year senior from New York, transfer from Georgetown. Reimer set on the mound as he fires a first pitch slider in there for a strike. Reimer shakes off the sign and takes the second. Infielders creeping up as the 0-1 now swung on and missed. Curveball that time. Outside, but Chufo swinging. Shortstop 2 for 2 today, a single and a double. As he's down in the count. The pitch, buzzes him up and in. Fastball. Head high and head inside. Now the 1-2. Reimer sizing the mound. Runner goes. Pitches. Hit over to third base. Haskins has it. Only plays over to Sasaki. So the runner advances on the run and hit. Pano to score in position. Chufo retired. The first out of the bottom of the sixth.
Back to the top of the order, left fielder number 6,
Dominic Listy now up as Clemson moves to the line card for the fourth time tonight. Listy, the hitter that once had a 72-game on-base streak at D3 level, has been on base tonight as he checks his swing successfully for a ball there. Listy the batter, Pano standing out at second base. Shift on the infield against the lefty. Reimers deals. Backdoor breaking ball in there for a strike. Bottom of the sixth inning, Stanford trails 6-1. One gone, runner at second base. Reimers set at the belt and fires inside to hit him. Listy didn't even pretend to try to move out of the way of that pitch. That's what he does so well. He wears pitches quite often. Last year was hit by a pitch 25 times. That's an insane amount of hit by pitches. He had more hit by pitches than strikeouts. And this year, he had 17 hit by pitches, 19 strikeouts. That's a way to get on base. His second time aboard tonight, as he's still hitless, but I don't think he cares about that. Cam Canarella now up. Canarella, one of the stars of the college game, a lefty center fielder. Reimers looks a second and fires the first pitch. Is smoked in the right field corner. Marsh moves over, he falls, and he recovers the ball, throws it into the infield. As the ball gets away from the cutoff man, rolls all the way to Haskins. So 1 run, Kano scored on the hit. Listy scores as the ball trickles away from Jimmy Nade all the way to third base. As Canarella has a second double of the night. I believe this will go down as a 1 RBI double and a throwing error on Tina Marsh to score in the second round. Clemson leads 8-1. Jaron Purify now the batter with speed at second base, Cam Canarella. Reimers looks to second, once and twice now fires home in the dirt. Blocked by Song. It is in fact called a 1 RBI double for Canarella, with Listy advancing to third and then scoring on the throw, or on the throwing error by Tate Marsh. As the pitch now to Purify, misses inside, gets away from Song. Canarella has a slow jog up 90 feet as he's half the way to scoring. Halfway further to scoring, I should say, as he trots into third base. And it will now take only a productive out to score the 9th run of the ball game for the Tigers. Run rule territory comes after 7 innings if Clemson leads by at least 10, and we are approaching that quickly. Infield comes in for the Cardinal. Canarella at third, Purify the batter. The 2-0 from Reimers is taken outside, ball 3. Previous advancement for Canarella has ruled a pass ball on Psalm. Probably it was a borderline wild pitch pass ball. Actually, I having seen replay, I do agree. I think that is the right decision. As the 3-0 now is called strike 1. A little generous there, maybe on the edge. But no one really complains, as I think Purify would rather have a chance to drive in a run, and Reimers would like a chance to get him out. The 3-1 is hit high in the air, foul, out of play. Count moves full. Canarella at third. Stanford trails 8-1, bottom of the 6th. 1 gone in the inning. Reimers, the new pitcher in the game, the reliever after Volchko's relief. The pitch is hit to the right side through the hole. Would have been a single had the infield been normal depth. With them in, not even a chance. Canarella takes the slow jog in. It's Purified. Tallies on another RBI. 9-1 Clemson. A slider at the knees, not even a bad location, but Purify stuck with it, went the opposite way with the outside pitch, and was rewarded with a single. Colin Priest now digs in, the designated hitter, one for 2 actually, to go along with the walk as he takes strike 1 inside corner. Priest, a transfer from Michigan, was his first team all Big Ten freshman last year as he faced an overshift. The 0-1 now misses outside, gets away from Psalm. The catcher recovers to hold Purify, a very fast Jared Purify. He's already sold 2 bags tonight. Priest, one of 2 Big Ten all-freshman team members, as time is called. I wasn't watching. A ball got away. I'm not even sure what happened there. I'll have to see if I can find a replay. The time was called by the umpires. I think a ball got away from the reliever warming up for the Cardinal. But anyway, back to action. 1-1 count now for Reimers. Runner starts and stops. The ball is smoked in the right field corner. Purify round second, going to third. He gets to windmill at third base. The throw in, no throw. Purify scores as Colin Priest stands at second base with an RBI double. Clemson 10, Stanford 1. Bottom of the 6th, point out. The exact same double as what Cam Canarella just hit. Colin Priest doubled the double, hitting it square into the right field corner, right at the 320 sign in the foul pole. And Tatum March had a long run over, and even with his arm, not a chance to prevent Purify from scoring a pure run. Clemson 10, Stanford 1. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out. And now, We are much closer to run goal territory with Luke Gaffney, the first baseman, up. He will have to drive in Colin Priest from second, and Clemson will have to hang a 0. That's all it will take for this game to be over after 6.5 minutes. As Ben Reimers will All-American per National Collegiate Baseball Writers of America. And his power has greatly declined. The first pitch from Thomas is fouled straight back. So isolated power is the stat used. It's difference of your batting average and slugging percentage. Or other way, it's slugging percentage and batting average. So it's more or less the average number of extra bases you get per at bat. And Gaffney had a superb ISO of 287 a year ago. Signal of a great power hitter. As after the 0-1, I'll tell you about is this year. It's fouled straight off the screen. This year it's 133. So from 287, it's cut more than a half. So from one of the best power hitters in the conference, the Big Ten, to a more of a contact approach hitter in 1 year. He still has that pop in his bat. Gaffney down the count. 0-2. Thomas fires and hits him. A slider. Up and in, and even more in. Now the catcher Jacob Jarrell up. Jarrell, the lone homer for the Tigers today. Back in the third, a 2-run shot the opposite way. First pitch, up and in. A 2-seam fastball. Thomas throws a 2-seam fastball with excellent arm side run. Last pitch came in at 92 miles an hour. And it just, runs the best way to put it. It just explodes arm side towards the right, out of the hand of the righty. Another 2-seam fastball. Again, missing inside. Sometimes that's a problem with a pitch with as much movement as Cassius Thomas has. It's too good for its own good. It's such a overpowering pitch when it's located. But at times it has too much movement, which seems like a oxymoron. But the 2-0 now goes to the 4-seam, it looked like that time. And gets a strike. Thomas with his teal glove set at the belt. Close stance from the first base side. Red shoe comes in the air and fires foul tip. Strike 2. Jacob Jarrell, the batter. 1 for 3, but 1 hit was a homer. 2 runners on, 1 gone. Bottom of the 6th. Stanford 1, Clemson 10. Thomas looking for the put-away pitch. The offering, well inside, almost hit him. 2-seam fastball. I think Jarrell almost tried to lean into. Try to find his way on base any way he can. T.P. Wentworth, the batter on deck. The first, the full count offering. Priest at second, Gaffney at first. Not exactly speed on the bases. The pitch, upstairs, ball 4. Bases are juiced with 1 gone for T.P. Whitworth, the freshman from Central Valley. Clemson, a big golf school, as they've shown countless times today. And T.P. Whitworth's dad, Kevin Whitworth, a former PGA Tour professional, a former NCAA golf champion at Oklahoma State. But now it's his son's turn. First pitch of TP is taken outside, ball 1. Whitworth making just his second start of the year. Second start of his collegiate career, I should say, for the freshman. The lefty faces the righty, Cassius Thomas. Thomas deals. Called strike 1. Lower outside corner, 2-seam fastball. Much needed strike there. And Thomas is a pitcher equipped to get out of this type of situation. Cardinal moves the infield into shallow double play depth. Force out to every play. The 1-1 now, swing and a miss. 2-seam fastball ran in and out of the zone. And Whitworth chased outside. I say Cash Thomas is uniquely equipped to deal with the situation, as his sinker ball is his premier pitch. Hitters typically ground that one towards the infield. So a chance for the Cardinal to turn 2. Now the 1-2 offering, well outside, caught by Song. Working him away despite a slight shift on the infield. Haskins at the hot corner, playing on the infield grass. Becerra holding on the runner at second base. Sasaki at first, right on the bag. Nadai just the closer second base than the first. The 2-2 now, fouled off. Whitworth spoiling an excellent pitch there. Sam Garwal getting loose in the bullpen for the Cardinal. Still no action in the Tigers bullpen. The Canuck will likely continue. Now the 2-2 from Thomas. Deep sigh as he deals. Called strike 3. Whitworth punched out as he keeps the bat on his shoulder. Some cheers from the home crowd. I'm not sure what they're cheering at. That was a clear in the zone at the knees. Strike 3. As now Cassius Thomas has a chance to leave him loaded. Josh Pano, the batter. The third baseman up. Right on right matchup. Infield moves back. Runners at every corner. Reese at third, Gaffney at second, Gerald at first. The batter, Josh Pano, sixth-year senior from Temecula, California. First pitch from Thomas is in there. Backdoor two-seamer. Slight shift on the infield with Nadi holding on the runner, Gaffney at second. Haskins playing right over the bag at third. Now the 0-1 from Thomas. Swing and a miss. Went upstairs to the two-seamer. And Pano chased. One strike away from leaving them loaded. And a chance to play more baseball here. As Cardinal on the cusp of being run ruled. The 0-2 is hit foul off the hands. Pano staying alive on a good offering inside. Pano's been on board twice today. He gets to record a hit. Hit by a pitch in the second. Struck out in the third and walked. Came around to score in the sixth. And I didn't even realize the Tigers now batted around. Sixth is this inning. 0-2 hits him. With an RBI hit by pitch. Pano reaches for the third time today despite being hitless. And Colin Priest wants him to score because there was nowhere to put him. And now Clemson leads 11-1. Will take at least a run for the Cardinal at the top of the seventh for us to keep playing baseball here on this lovely Friday night from Northwestern, South Carolina. Batter now the 9-hole hitter, shortstop Andrew Chufo. The transfer from Georgetown, originally from Medford, New York. Over that horizontal as he hits one off the hands of Sasaki. Tough play. Cassius Thomas covers the bag and wins the foot race. Thomas leaves him loaded, but only after a crooked number put up at the bottom of the sixth. We'll now head to the seventh inning. Clemson 11, Stanford 1. As we have it here at 90.1 FM, KZSU Stanford.
Where personalized service is the main player. Visit one of their very convenient office locations or visit GovernmentSCU.com today. Relax, you're with Tigers.
Hey, Tiger fans, it's time for the strike race. Let's meet our contestants. First here we've got Dom, and then we have Alexis. Here's what we're going to do. When I count down from 3, you're going to run down to your strike. Get on it. Race down to the finish line. First one to cross is winning this Clemson Baseball prize pack. All right, we're all ready. On your mark, get set, go! And we are off on our strikes. Dom got the early jump. Coming to the finish line first, today's strike race winner is Dom. Dom, congratulations. Here's your prize pack.
Pitcher in the game for the Tigers. Hudson Lee, a lefty, 8 2/3 inning pitch on the year without earning a run. As he'll be facing Marsh, Reynolds, and Song. First pitch of the 7th won't come here as he's having pitch count issues. Hudson Lee, a sophomore, last pitched the 26th of March against Presbyterian in a midweek. Someone Clemson hasn't used too much in conference games. Give him a chance here to close out a game. Clemson leads 11-1, top of the 7th. More pitch comm issues, so we'll get a new pitch comm device for the lefty. The southpaw from Roebuck, South Carolina. A transfer from across the conference, went to Wake Forest last year before transferring this year. Now the first pitch of Marsh is taken low. Left on right matchup. Marsh responsible for the lone run of the ball game for the Cardinal as he takes strike one. Slider that time, breaking horizontal all the way across the plate. Fastball, first fastball came in 89 as this ball is crushed foul. Infield playing straight up. Someone guarding the lines. And outfield shallow. The pitch is taken low. Fastball and slider, slider, slider. Against Tatum Marsh, the freshman from San Jose Valley Christian. Now the 2-2. It's hit the opposite way, but foul on the play. Off the screen. Fastball at 91 that time. The 2-2 is hit by the line, but just foul. Almost snuck by the third base bag for a double. Instead, goes down as a foul ball. We'll do it again from 2-2. Marsh has reached twice today. Hit by a pitch in the second, and obviously homered in the fourth. The pitch. Got him to chase. Go fishing downstairs on a breaking ball. And that's the first out of the 7th. Hudson Lee now has pitched 9 innings this year of scoreless baseball. 10 punch-outs, 8 walks, though, to go along with the hit. Has allowed 4 runs, but none of them earned. So Hudson Lee, a name maybe trying to work into the bullpen for the Tigers as takes on Brady Reynolds and misses inside with the first offering. Left on left here is Reynolds coming back from injuries, 0 for 2. A ground out over to first base to Luke Gaffney and a strikeout as he hits one in the air, foul towards the berm down the left field side. Reynolds OPSing above 1,000 on the year. Slugging 620 to go along with the 441 on base. 7 homers, 6 doubles. And a litany of singles from the lefty. The pitch, taken low, ball 2. Clemson 11, Stanford 1. As we're now in the top of the 7th in run roll territory. Now the 2-1 is taken low. 3-1 count now. It's Brady Reynolds takes awful. The Clemson crowd is still into this game. They have not gone anywhere. The third walk of the game for the Cardinal. Only the first was someone other than Richard Sasaki. Stanford has really struggled for base runners today. Haskins, Marsh, Sasaki, and now Reynolds, the only to reach base. That brings up Charlie Song, who hits it up the middle, 4-6-3. And that'll do it. Clemson wins 11-1 in the first game of a 3-game set. We'll try to get you over to softball quickly as that game is still going on. The final line score here. Stanford loses with 1 run on 2 hits, 2 errors. Clemson wins on 11 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Stanford left only 3 on base. Clemson left 7. The final line score for the winning pitcher, Aiden Canuck. 6 innings of 1-run ball, 6 punch-outs, 2 walks, 2 hits. No hits, batsman, and 1 wild pitch. Losing pitcher today was Joey Volchko with 5 innings, earning 6 of 7 runs, punching out 5, walking 5, with 6 hits. Stanford will be back in action tomorrow with Christian Lim on the bump. Stanford looks to put it in what's now a 10-game ACC losing skid. And we'll get you over to softball now. As signing off here, Tyler Snyder, thank you all for joining us tonight as Stanford drops this opener to Clemson. You're listening to 90.1 FM KZSU Stanford. We'll get you flipped over to softball. Austin Park on the call from Boise, Idaho, as Stanford leads 5-0.
Kira Chan getting hefty secondary leads on each one of these pitches. And now Thompson to Chung. A grounder to third base. They'll get Chung at first, but the runners will advance to second and third. So now 2 on in scoring position. Koch at second, Chan at third. Cameron Carmouche now up to bat. Three runs have come in for the Card so far. They've brought 7 to the plate as Thompson finds the inside part of the zone for strike 1. Dowell looking to keep her earned run total so far at 3. As Carmouche takes a big hack at that one, it'll be playable in foul territory, popped up. And that'll do it for the Cardinal. 3 come in to score on 4 hits. They'll strand 2, but the Card lead 5-0 as we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Firstaiku looking to keep the lead against Hannah Butt and Pettis up to bat.
Hi, I'm Holden Wynn, sports announcer for KZSU. We're dedicated to covering as many Stanford sports as possible on the airwaves on 90.1 FM in the Bay Area. But sometimes there will be a number of games which will be streamed only on the internet. To find out more about our sports coverage, go to kzsu.stanford.edu and click Sports. To listen, you can use the audio player on our homepage, kzsu.stanford.edu, or you can go to the kzsu.stanford.edu/live for our dedicated streaming page. We have 3 streaming channels. KZSU1 will be the game that's on the air, and KZSU2 or KZSU3 will be the internet-only game. Thanks for listening, and go Card.